We're late. We're late. We're late for an important date, except we're not because we're on time, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jordan Bass. Thank you for joining us right here on the Disness, a drunk Disney retrospective. We're not quite there yet. We're about a quarter tipsy, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
We got our pre-show pickle shot in our system, ready to go. We're talking about Alice in Wonderland this week. What were you going to say?
I showed up hammered.
Well, you show up hammered. So you do the reverse. You show up hammered, and then by the end of the episode, you're sober. Thank you for joining us as we embark on our journey to Wonderland this week in the Disney Vault. As always, I'm joined by my co-hosts. First up, we got Wondertown himself, Smalltown Dalton Endicott.
Yeah. Hold your applause, everybody.
We'll hold it. We got you.
Keep holding.
We got you.
All right.
Is that good enough?
That's good enough.
Yeah.
Also joining us, as always, she was an American girl. It's Kaylee Foot.
That's super Alice in Wonderland themed.
Oh, yeah. America? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't
Wait,
have
are
to
you-
theme all of them after that.
Are you not pissed that it's just song lyrics? Didn't you complain about
Yeah,
that?
she was. She said that was a lack of creativity.
he got Wondertown.
Sometimes I come up with a nickname for it. I just like having that to differentiate.
No, I know. I just like to complain.
Also, like, there's only so much creativity I can do in a day. I have
Incorrect.
I have like a creativity, like,
Max?
yeah.
No, that's wrong.
You think so?
He's a
You-
meat of
he's
it,
an-
like,
I don't know. This man is an endless bucket of just constant new.
Constant
Great.
nudity.
Yep. Buckets of it.
And joining us for the first time here on the Disness. Yes, we're welcoming another guest this week, straight out of Wonderland himself. It's Naderade.
What's going on, guys?
Nate Corsello.
What's up?
Naderade.
Thanks
Happy
for being
to be
here.
here, fellas. Happy to be here.
You know what's funny is we've been friends for like 2 years, and I think that's the first time I've said your last name out loud.
Yes.
I've never
Yes,
had a
yes.
reason
Did
to
you
say
did he
out
pronounce
loud.
it right?
Corsello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, period.
Damn
That's
right.
a nice
Are
last
you just
name.
Italian as fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people, I've heard it pronounced Costello, and I might have to fight you.
An
for
Abbott.
that, but, Corsello.
I'm going to start calling you Nate Abbott.
That works.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, we are ready to go on this trippy ride. This movie was fucking crazy. I can't believe I've never watched this while on any kind of psychedelic before, because this seems like I watched, I referenced this on the Pinocchio episode, but I watched that, and I feel like that's another like top tier psychedelic experience, but this is like the
Yes.
Disney psychedelic experience.
I was actually thinking something along the lines of that.
How so?
While with like all the colors when
Oh,
the
yeah.
cards are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
you
Dude,
know,
I don't know if
and-
Kaylee wrote anything down about this, so I guess now is as good a time as any, and cut me off if you did write about this, but this movie really popped off in like the psychedelic boom of
60s.
the 60s and 70s. Yeah,
Mhm.
like this was Kaylee will talk more about how successful, I guess I could say lack of success, this film initially had, but yeah, no, this film really took off after people started taking fucking acid and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
And that's why you see like the tapestries and the tie-dye t-shirts and everything, like all the hippie trippy
Yes.
stuff that has like the Cheshire Cat or the Mad Hatter or Alice. Like you know the ones of Alice, and she's got like tattoos and piercings and shit. I don't really fuck with that a whole lot, but if you do, you do you.
I used to really think when I was younger that like trippy shit was like cool. Like I'm a cool guy for that,
Mhm.
you know? And now I'm like, it's kind of corny.
It's
don't
a little
know.
corny.
I don't know. Well, just making anything your entire personality is kind of fucking corny, because like human beings are complex. So if you try to simplify yourself down to like, this is who I am, because like that's what I want. I wanted that to be my identity of like, I'm a trippy guy, you know?
I wear tie-dye
I
shirts
rock
and
a fucking drug
headbands.
rug and shit.
Yes.
Rock a
Yes,
drug rug.
I did have a
Exactly.
drug rug. We still do.
Yeah,
We have
I still
matching
my
drug
rug.
rugs.
Yeah, but I don't like how it fits, because it's like, my chest is almost fully exposed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
all
like
his
that. That's
chest
not
hair is
comfy.
hanging out.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like it, but I don't know about some.
Should I get that shit waxed?
No.
No.
It'd be kind of funny.
it would
It
be
would
kind of funny.
hurt.
Yeah,
I
actually,
think
let
you should
me
get
on
wax
some
it.
40-year-old
You
version
should get
shit.
it waxed only where the drug rug shows.
Ew, that's like a built-in V-neck.
It'll look hilarious at the pool.
Oh, gross.
Well, ladies and gents, like I said, we're talking about Alice in Wonderland, dipping our toes back into classics, as I like to say.
Classics.
This is like a quintessential Disney film, I feel like. Like,
Yeah?
outside of like the princess movies, like this is like towards the top of one of the more recognizable Disney properties. And it's crazy how much this actually, like, Alice means to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little reason to keep listening, because Kaylee's going to get all into that here in a little bit. First things first, though, we do have a drink this week themed after. So we had our discussion about what we're going to do for this. You know, obviously tea came up. We've done tea before on this. I think we did that for like the Pocahontas. No, the Mulan episode we did. And it was really good,
was
but it also
green
wasn't
tea
black tea.
too,
I think
I
it was
think.
green tea.
Yeah.
And like obviously they're drinking, is it called black tea?
Yes.
Like in this.
Black.
Sorry. Colored tea. Is that better?
There we go.
No, that's worse.
That's way worse. Oh, God.
But
I don't like tea.
we finally I do, but I'm
Yeah.
not a big black tea guy.
How do we know it's black tea? They just said tea.
This is true. It looked
Could've been sweet
brown, so
tea.
it looked like it had like sugar in it.
What
you
do
know?
the Brits...
Smalltown.
Smalltown is having to bite his tongue. The faces he's making are diabolical.
Oh.
But we decided to go with the unbirthday theme here. And so we tried to track down, there's that, if you're familiar with Dough Ball, they have like a birthday cake like cookie dough whiskey.
Yeah, we
And
don't have that.
couldn't find that. And then I also know that like brands like Pinnacle vodka have a birthday cake flavor. Couldn't find that either. So we decided to just kind of emulate cake, or it really ended up being more like frosting in the process. So we rimmed our glasses, gave our glasses a nice rim job.
Hell yeah.
With icing. What kind of icing is that?
Funfetti.
Funfetti, vanilla icing. And then we got sprinkles on that rim. But what's inside the glass is more important. And that is vanilla vodka, Bailey's Irish cream liqueur, Smalltown's favorite. And how do you pronounce that word? It's almond syrup, but it's like orgy? What is
What? I don't know.
What's it called? It's spelled
Orgate?
Orgeat. What are we thinking?
Orgate?
Orgeat.
Orgate, but it's spelled E
Orgeat?
before A though. Orgeat?
Orgeat? Orgeat? I don't know.
What do you, it's small? We'll give it to Smalltown. Smalltown's the smartest person here.
Oh, I figured out the pronunciation.
I want to hear Smalltown's pronunciation first before
I got you.
give it away.
Yeah, I don't know. Orgy. Orgy.
We use orgy syrup for this. Orgeat.
According to Google AI, which as we know is always correct, it says pronounced Orzat.
That's what I was going to say next.
Yeah. Yeah, damn it.
You always
second
steal
guessed it.
Smalltown's thunder, Kaylee.
Don't give me long enough to think.
Yeah,
Well,
come on now.
Maybe think
I thought
faster.
you were about to take a swig of that.
Dude.
I got to see how good this is. No. So we initially were like, how are we going to cut this? Because we were like, okay, vanilla vodka, Bailey's, what's going to be like the mixer
Non-alcohol.
here? Yeah. So at first we were like, okay, well, you could do like sugar syrup, like simple syrup. It's like, I just feel like that'd be too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Too sweet. And so we saw the almond syrup and we're like, all right, we'll get it. And it's like, it's not just almond.
It's almond and rose.
Rose. That's interesting. So it's going to have a floral quality too. So that's cool. That actually works really well
Yeah.
with like the painting the roses red
Literally.
shit.
And the flower garden thing in the
Yeah,
beginning.
exactly. All right,
Ish.
shit. Some unintentional shit.
We're just
that we made
professionals
work.
or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Ain't even got to try.
So I know I have yet to try the drink, but I know Kaylee and Nate have, and then Smalltown obviously hasn't yet. So while Smalltown is giving the old beverage, the old college try, Nate, you're the guest. What did you think about the drink?
I liked it. You know, the icing really, like, if you take a sip with the icing, it really kind of helps bring the flavor out.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
sweet flavor
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah, it's a little strong, but that's not too bad.
Yeah, I expected it to be pretty strong. In Smalltown, I mean, I made the joke, but you're historically not a Bailey's guy. Like you don't care for that shit. And
Oh,
I can
yeah,
tell,
you don't
I
like
can
it.
tell by
You don't
Small
like
Town's
it.
face.
Fuck happened.
What do you give that out of 10, Small Town?
Fucking 2, maybe.
Damn.
God damn. Yeah, I don't know.
It's better with the frosting
There
and
was some,
sprinkles,
like,
and you
there
didn't
was
want
some
that because you're not
aftertaste in
fun
there
whimsy
that
town
did
today.
Did not do well with me.
Do you think it was the Irish or do you think it was like the rose?
I do hate Irish.
Yeah. That's why we don't get along very well.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
Kaylee,
He's
while
gonna
I'm
take
trying it.
a swig of this Orgeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, wash it down with some of that Small Town. Kaylee, how'd you feel?
Do it. I
Wait,
like
if he's gonna
it.
do it, we gotta get a video of it.
True.
You know how to get a video of it.
No, I wanna see you do it.
I don't know how to do it in like a.
Just
Waterfall that
waterfall it.
bitch.
I know, but I'm afraid it's gonna be so much.
Are we putting it in a shot glass? He's gotta prepare for this. Go to our Disness Instagram page at Disness Podcast to see this. Small Town is waterfalling the almonds. That's what it is.
Oh, you don't go spinners.
Oh.
Spinners or quitters.
Oh,
The
Small
look of
Town ain't no
disgust
spitter, and he
swallowed
danced right
that
up with it.
Crazy.
You back the fuck up off my man. If there's one thing I know about Small Town is he's not a spitter. I have experience.
Whoa, okay. We
Sure
knew what
you
you meant
do.
without you adding that in.
All right. Well, I got to go a little overboard.
I suck Jordan's dick.
To make it any more obvious,
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Kaylee, what's your opinion on the drink? Rank it at 10 for me, or rate it at 10 for me.
I like it better with the icing rim job. I'd probably give it a 5, maybe 6.
I was gonna give it a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the icing, honestly,
Yeah.
probably a 4 or 5 without.
Yeah, the icing is doing a lot. Thank you, Small Town. He is transferring his drink over to me
The icing's
and
carrying.
switching
the
to his
drink.
liquid death. Oh, wait, your liquid death's gone?
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry, brother. He killed it.
he killed the death.
Damn, how do you kill death?
What happens after when you kill death? Does it come back alive? You're like
Can
resurrecting
you even
it?
kill death?
No, I don't think
Well,
you
he just
can.
did.
Liquid death.
That's all powerful Small Town though.
That's why we call him that. All-powerful Small Town.
All powerful small town. Blessed and
Power
highly
small
favored.
tools.
Is that-
Yeah.
Okay, I actually kind of like that. That's pretty good. Because it is strong.
Keegan would love it.
It is strong, but it's got like a really nice sweetness to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like,
Nice and
that's what I
milky.
like about it though, because if it was just sweet, that's too much, so the kick you in the throat, like, whoo,
Mm-hmm.
pairs really well with the, but it's got a nice flavor though,
Mhm.
Got a
And
nice
then you get to lick the
sweetness.
icing off your lips.
And you do get to lick the
Chew
icing
some
off your lips.
sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylee knows I'm a big sprinkle
I was
guy.
literally about to say that.
I realize it's just fucking sugar, and I love it.
There's not even a taste.
But I think it's more like I like the crunchiness of it for one. Like I won't just eat sprinkles by themselves, but sprinkles and
But he
ice cream.
has.
I would literally light this place on fire.
Hey, whoa!
Pause.
Bad memories.
For context, our apartment burned down.
Only just,
Too soon.
2 years
Too
ago.
soon.
Damn, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
8 years ago.
Small Town's
Shit.
trying to fucking bring back our trauma.
He's literally trying to give us PTSD flashbacks right now. I need to go to my safe room.
Best thing, I don't have to burn it down. I can just threaten it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It'll be like, all right. I ain't never eaten sprinkles
It's not
again.
funny anymore.
No, but sprinkles and ice cream, I like that contrast of like the soft, melty ice cream with like a good little crunch in there. That's why I like nuts in my ice cream too.
Mhm.
And that's also why I just like nuts.
I was wondering if you were gonna say that.
I had to.
Yeah.
Like peanuts and pecans.
Right.
Do you guys say pecans or pecans?
It's pecans.
I go back and forth.
I say pecans unless I'm like,
It's pecan pie, but
Yes.
they're pecans.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. When in the context of pie, I call it pecan pie.
yeah.
But if I'm referring to the nut itself, it's a pecan. What's up?
I said it's pecan pie.
No, pecan pie, motherfucker.
English language is whatever you want it to be.
That is true.
You go down south, them there folk all call it pecans.
And it's a good pie. I actually think that's my favorite pie. Fun
Pecan
fact.
pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pecan pie, motherfucker.
It's too sweet.
Pecan.
You're going to piss me off, man.
I'm trying to.
Let's get into our relationship with this film right here. Nate, we do it traditionally where guest goes first in this segment. So what is your relationship with this film? Did you watch it as a child? Did you own it on VHS or DVD? When's the last time you'd seen it? Just what's your relationship?
So I've always really liked the Alice in Wonderland series as a whole. I remember watching the earliest one, the recent animated, or the 1951s.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching that one in school.
Mhm.
In class they would always, when they played a movie, it was either like that or Dumbo or Polar Express.
Hell yeah.
Polar Express.
But just watching as a kid, and then like seeing the newer movies, like I don't, not to say anything, but I get a lot of comments saying I kind of look like Johnny Depp. So sadly,
You look also like just specifically a lot like Jack Sparrow, and that's why the
that is
costume
true.
works so
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
So I dressed up as Jack Sparrow for Halloween last year, folks.
Haven't you done it 2 years in a row, actually?
Just one.
Okay, but you said you're
this
going to
year-
do
I
it
was
again
probably
this year.
gonna do it this year if I can get the costume fixed.
No, you should do the Mad Hatter this year.
I could do the Mad Hatter.
I think that'd be sick.
Ooh, that'd
You
actually be
you
good.
could just
And
keep
you have
doing
the
Johnny
bone
Depp
structure
character.
for it. Yeah. Or Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands would be good.
And then what's the movie he was
I'll
in?
do Sweeney Todd.
Not Lone Ranger, was it?
He
Talking
was in
about
that
Fear
too.
and Loathing in
Was it
Las
Lone
Vegas?
Ranger? Yeah. What's up?
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Is that the movie?
That's
him.
that's
him
yeah,
too.
that's him too. I haven't seen that movie. I've just
Yeah, I
heard the
don't know
title.
that one.
It's a good one.
Hell yeah.
He's on a bunch of drugs. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Truman.
it's
Truman-
crazy.
You could be the vampire from what? Dark Shadows.
Bodhi, that's how it's pronounced.
You
isn't
seen
it?
that
I
one?
don't think I've seen that one.
No, it's not.
I don't remember. I haven't seen that one in a long time, but I don't know if it's
The fuck, it's about this an author. It's about an author.
It's about Arthur.
the aardvark.
Or the author wrote it,
Okay.
a book about it or something like that. But it's like based off of this author. It's not Truman Capote. There's no way. But this dude is like famous for like just doing coke just throughout the day, drinking crazy amounts of alcohol.
Is it? Oh man. Is it the guy that killed himself? British guy.
I don't think so.
I was trying to think of like famous authors, and I'm horrible with like.
No,
Thinking
I
on the
cannot
spot,
believe I
like,
can't
names.
think of what the guy's name is. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Smalltown. I don't know why you
Listen,
brought it
it's-
up.
It doesn't matter.
True.
Anything else you'd like to add, Nate?
Anyways, the reason I asked to be on Alice in Wonderland, was just, I think it's a really great movie.
And also
so
because Avery already took Pirates of the Caribbean.
that too. Yeah.
Which you
Not
can go back
salty
and listen to
about
that.
it at all.
Maybe we could do a 5-person show one of these times.
We'll see.
We watched the second Pirates of the Caribbean together not too long ago.
It's so good.
It is really fucking good.
So good.
Kaylee, what's your relationship like with Alice?
I've definitely seen it multiple times. I think I actually have seen this movie while tripping on shrooms, or at least parts of it.
Have you seen it while sipping on some scissor?
Not too. Sophie was about to lick some of Jordan's icing.
Our dog, or Keegan's dog, Sophie, was about to
Oh,
lick my
she
drink.
ran over to Smalltown for protection. No, yeah, but I've definitely seen this movie a few times. I don't know the last time that I watched it. Probably when I watched it on shrooms. Was never like a huge fan of it, but I did always like the Cheshire Cat. And my ex-godmom was like a huge fan of this movie, and she had tattoos for it.
Yeah, I feel like she had like
would
decor
wear
and
the
stuff.
cringy, yeah.
The
So.
cringy shirts and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we were talking about. Yes.
Small Town. Did you own this on VHS or DVD? Did you watch this as a kid? All that good stuff. When's the last time you'd seen this?
I'm pretty sure I've never seen this movie in its entirety until I watched it.
No kidding.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
All right. It had been a while since I had seen it in its entirety. Because like there's parts of this that I'm like, no, I fully remember that. But I also know that at the studio we used to throw on What were you gonna say?
Hunter S. Thompson. That's the guy's fucking name.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Yep.
There we
Good
go.
job.
Jesus Christ.
Good job, Small Town.
Okay.
Knew you'd get there.
Fuck.
There we go.
I haven't stopped thinking about it since.
Of course not. Slow down on the cocaine, small town.
But at the studio, we used to, like, while we were recording, put on, like, a Disney movie on mute on the TV. And this was definitely on there at times. So I think that's where a lot of this was like, oh, yeah, I remember that. And then I think I also may have watched it during COVID with my sister, because we were binge watching a lot of Disney movies on in the lockdown. But yeah, no, it's been several years since I last seen this. I definitely watched it a shit ton as a kid on VHS, and also the Cheshire Cat recites a few of the beginning parts of the Jabberwocky poem that Lewis Carroll wrote, and I'm gonna recite that for you guys later. So when it comes up in the movie,
Okay,
'cause
period.
my teacher, my 8th grade English teacher, Mr. Mike Kelly. Shout out Mike Kelly. Love that man. One
What's
of my
a baseball name?
favorite teachers ever. I think there is a baseball player, maybe not currently, but there was, named Mike Kelly. I'm pretty sure.
I'm always right.
But we all had to learn that was our first assignment in 8th grade English, was memorizing the Jabberwocky poem and reciting it in front of the class.
Damn.
And to this day, I know it by heart still.
By heart.
Yeah, I had no idea what they were talking about.
By heart, by lungs, by throat, by penis. I remember it.
You remember it, all right.
Damn right. Damn right.
Yeah, every time he busts, he recites the poem.
Trust me.
'Twas brillig in the slitty. No, but I do love this movie, and I'm rocking my Caterpillar shirt right now that says, "Who are you?"
Mm-hmm.
Which Kaylee thinks that, and you guys might be able to clear this up, because we should have went back to it. But Kaylee thinks the famous catchphrase of his isn't actually recited the way that it's recited in pop culture in the film.
Because every time you see anything of that always says, "We're all mad here," but I don't think that's what he said. I think he said, like, everyone's mad here, or almost everyone's mad here, or something like that.
Like
were talking about, like,
everyone's a
this is the
little
new
mad.
Star Wars
We're all
moment.
mad here.
I don't think he said that, though.
We're gonna have to figure that out so we can clarify that for sure.
I'm going to try to find it,
Well,
unless it's Kaylee time.
I was gonna say try to find that here in a little bit, because it's
Shit.
time for our next segment here on the Disness. Kaylee time.
Yay, my favorite part where I get to sit and yap for an hour.
Woo!
Buckle up, Nate.
Better
About to
not go
drop some knowledge on you.
Listen, hey, seatbelts on. All right.
Period.
Damn right, better be. Smalltown never wears a seatbelt.
I feel like Smalltown would be the type of person to buckle the seatbelt in behind him so it doesn't beep at you.
I've
So
done
it's
that.
Funny. So I don't wear a seatbelt most of the time. I really don't. But every once in a while, I'll get in the
Reckless.
car and for some reason I'll grab it, and then I'll go to, like, what the fuck am I doing, and put it back, and then I'm like, no, for some reason I'm grabbing this, so I feel like I probably should put it on because something feels weird. Nothing ever happens, but like,
But if you didn't, then you would have gotten
It's
into
like the universe
an
giving you a
insanely
sign.
horrible
it's
car
like
crash.
like, hey, motherfucker, you might want to put that on. You grabbed it for some reason.
maybe
even though
it's
you've
like you
never
should
did.
wear it all the time.
That's too easy.
Some would
right?
say that.
You're too cool.
Small town straight out of the 50s.
Too cool town.
When did they institute the seatbelt law? Like, seatbelts didn't exist at one point in time.
Yeah, they didn't exist.
When my
It
mom...
was
Because
back
cars
in the
couldn't go
2000s,
about
right?
15 miles an hour.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. In the old movies, they be whipping them things.
They do be whipping them things.
But I remember my grandma specifically
Drunk,
telling
too.
me whenever my mom and uncle were really little, her and my grandpa always wore seatbelts. Like the second they started actually putting them in cars, which is a crazy thing to think about, she wore them because obviously. And people would like question her and be like, "Why are you wearing a seatbelt, bro?"
Well, it's kind of like the mask thing over COVID,
Mm.
where it was like, people were like, I don't need to wear this shit. I've been living my whole life without it. You know, like at that
I
point in
can't
time, like,
breathe.
there
you.
are people that have lived. There were probably people alive at that time that had been alive since before cars were like commonplace or even really like existed
True.
in society.
They're probably in the horse-drawn carriages.
Kaylee, take it away.
Alice in Wonderland, folks. This movie is a whole 75 minutes, hour 15. That
crazy.
is Very breezy, especially these days. This movie came out on a Friday in September the 14th of 1951. President.
Eisenhower.
1950.
No.
Yeah,
Fuck.
so whoever
Bush.
was after
No.
Eisenhower then, because Truman was
Buddy.
president at the beginning of the 40s.
It might have been Truman.
No, because Truman was president.
Truman took over in like 45 or 46.
So was it Truman?
Yes, it was Truman.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
So I'll give you each half a point for that because you said the name and Smalltown confirmed the name.
Your
Nate, you said
your
Bush.
guys' president knowledge is just
It's insane.
up to par.
Yeah.
You know, mine is
Up
just
to
lacking.
par.
Well, this show has helped us a lot.
Yeah.
Because we just remember based off of like, okay, this president was the president around this time for this movie, so and we go through our brains.
There you go.
The number one song. Come on, guys.
In 1950,
You won't get it.
No, I won't.
You might be able to get.
Hot in her.
Huh?
It's getting hot in here. Is it something chingy?
Yeah. No. It was Tony Bennett.
Okay, yeah, I know Tony.
You know
Bennett.
that name.
Of course.
The song is Because of You.
I probably know that. That sounds like-
Because of you.
I never strayed too far from Tony Bennett.
Okay. Number one movie is David and Bathsheba,
The fuck?
I've never heard
which,
of that.
no, it looks kind of crazy.
Bathsheba was the fucking demon's name in The Conjuring.
Correct.
Really? Okay, yeah. I wouldn't have remembered that. That's a really fucking good movie.
But in this, I think Bathsheba is like his woman or something. It's a David and Goliath movie where David is a womanizer, it seems, from the summary.
Is it set in
that I read.
biblical times?
I don't fucking know.
You didn't watch to.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I skimmed it, but
That should start being.
they're in
The tagline's like, David's not only slaying the giant this time or something.
Oh my god! Also
That's
getting
such a
slayed by
classic
the giant.
story, by the way. Like that.
David
That's like
and Goliath.
that's such an ultimate underdog story. David and Goliath.
It's like the OG underdog story.
It is, yeah, literally.
True. The Korean War was going
Shout
on.
out.
Shout out!
Yeah.
Not a good time for the Koreans. Nat King Cole
Boy,
is popular,
love that dude.
along with Mary Ford and Perry Como.
Perry Como's great too.
The Lone Ranger, The Gene Autry Show,
Oh,
Looney
fuck.
Tunes were some shows out at this
Kaylee
time.
knows I've actually been watching a lot of Gene Autry westerns lately.
Yeah, he has. Greasers / Teddy Boys and poodle skirts are popular. Jukeboxes and sock hops. Also, booming economy. Must be nice. Rotary phones, polio.
Polio was real
Polio was really
Yeah.
bad.
Economy was great, but some kids couldn't walk.
And died, too.
Yeah, I
They
know.
couldn't walk and then died.
Was it Keegan?
We don't
that
talk
said
about
the-
that.
Right.
Was it Keegan that said the other day, like if someone's getting polio in 2026, then that's just funny, or something?
That sounds like something Keegan
At
would
that
say.
point, is it not survival of the fittest?
That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
this is
Natural
true.
selection.
This is true.
But I
If you
feel
get
bad 'cause, like,
vaccinated.
It's not like a kid contracting a disease they weren't vaccinated for is not their fucking fault,
Listen, bro.
and that's so fucked up.
Weak genes. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta
Yeah.
trust our genes. Is that what you're getting at?
That's
Or
right.
our immune system, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. That's
Some
what
would say-
evolution is,
Some would
right?
call it natural selection.
Is that not evolution?
I disagree.
So Nat King Cole's song "Unforgettable" released
That's-
a month before this movie.
Probably his most well-known song.
Unforgettable.
That's what you are.
And this day, September 14th, was Amy Winehouse's birthday.
In 1951.
No, but that's why I said this day, not this date.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Indeed. Back to the movie. Ratings and reviews. Rotten Tomato gave this an 83% critic score,
Mm-hmm.
a 78% audience score.
That's
And-
pretty close compared to like a lot of.
Yeah,
I
usually
feel like
they're
there's
like,
such a large disparity
Mhm.
typically between the audience and the
Mhm.
critics. So that's
and the
actually
fact that the
crazy
critics are
close.
higher than the audience is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
IMDb gives it 7.3 out of 10, and Letterboxd gave it 3.8 out of 5 stars.
There you go, Smalltown. It's not 3.1. Smalltown.
But he doesn't like how
historically
high it
hates
is.
Letterboxd.
So I picked 2 of my favorite quote/reviews on Letterboxd. First one, this bitch definitely took shrooms, from Pink Monkey Bird 7.
Pink monkey bird.
Pink monkey bird.
And then the other one is someone needs to get justice for those little oysters.
Yeah,
with like
damn
the
right,
little, the
dude.
little colon with the slash.
One of my notes was this walrus is moving like Jeff Epstein. Okay,
Oh my god!
because
that's
he was
hilarious.
luring them little oysters
You did.
straight to the island. All right, and then he ate them. Okay,
Holy shit, bro!
I was like, yo, what in the world is going
know,
on?
Jeffrey Epstein watched this movie. He's like, you know what?
this guy's
like
got
that
some
walrus.
ideas. Dude.
I have a Walrus in the Carpenter Funko Pop set.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah, dude.
And the walrus's arm's broken off, but maybe
Yeah,
now he
he's-
deserves to not have
yeah,
it.
Yeah, he does deserve that.
And then the budget for this movie was $3 million in 1951. So that would be roughly $38.1 million today. Still pretty cheap
Yeah.
Depends on who's asking.
compared to other budgets for like movies. Like I'm pretty sure the Frozen one was like over $100 million budget, right?
Yeah. I think you're right.
Probably.
And it's $1 billion. Yeah, no, it's freaking the box office. So this is what Jordan was talking about a little bit earlier. So when it was released, the theatrical box office was 2.4 million.
Okay.
They considered it a commercial failure
Yeah, that
because they didn't make what they'd spent. But then in 1974, they had a theatrical re-release, and that got 3.5 million. So total, they got 5.9 million.
They got
which is
that much off the singular re-release, or that added on to the original profit? Like that 3.
I'm pretty
whatever
sure it
million.
was from the re-release
That's
because it was a
wild.
lot more successful that
That's
time,
awesome.
and like people actually like liked it and appreciated
Right.
it and stuff. So that totaled out to be about 5.9 million, which would be 53.8 million today. And yeah, critical reception of it has just improved over time, and I feel like it's kind of kept going up.
It's a classic.
It is a classic.
It is.
For sequels and other media, there were actually 4 films that released before the Disney version that were based off the book. And they released from 1915 to 1949, not under the Disney banner at all. It was just other people. And there's been lots since.
And a lot of those were a lot more faithful to the original
Mhm.
Lewis Carroll works.
And shorter.
Yeah.
And then back to Disney, so Walt created this short film series called Alice Comedies, and it's basically it was from 1924 to 1927, so it was way before this movie came out, and it was a live action Alice with cartoons going on adventures basically, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But then we also have the live action Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass, which, as we talked about, starred Johnny Depp and were directed by Tim Burton. And those came out in 2010 and 2016. And then we got a show that Jordan and I were talking about, Adventures in Wonderland. That was in the 90s, 92 to 95. 100 episodes, and it was
Yeah, it's all on
live
Disney
action
Plus.
and puppets.
So I watched that show as a child. I had episodes of it on VHS, and I was telling Kaylee this story, but I can't remember if they did the same song at the end of every episode, or if there was just a song at the end of every episode. But regardless, they were doing the song, and there's all these wacky characters in Wonderland, right? So I'm like, oh, I want to look wacky too. So I had a popped balloon in my room, so I wrapped that balloon around my head, like around my forehead, and I'm like dancing.
This is not where you
The
think it's
balloon
going to go.
slips into my eyes. I can't open my eyes. And so I get rushed to the fucking hospital by my parents.
Like pieces of the balloon flaked off into his eyes, basically.
And they had to like flush my eyes and everything. I was freaking out. I was like,
That
I'm
kinda
going
sucks.
blind, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
That's why you have glasses.
Imagine if fucking Adventures in Wonderland made me go blind.
That
That'd been one hell of a story, though.
was.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
tell it. It's not as
Slightly embarrassing.
But yeah, no. And then I just the next thing I remember is like waking up in my eyes and just opening my eyes and being like, "Oh shit, okay, I'm on good." Bet.
Mhm.
Because I had fallen asleep at some point in the hospital, but yeah, no, I still remember that.
It's a core memory.
pretty vividly, and I was pretty young. Like I was probably only like 5 or 6, maybe 7 at the oldest. Because this is when my parents were still married, and they got divorced when I was in 2nd grade. So
Damn.
yeah.
Well, and then last we have Alice's Wonderland Bakery, which came out in 2022, went to 2024. Originally came out on Disney Junior. It is now on Disney Plus, and it's 50 episodes. And that is basically Alice's, I think, great granddaughter.
Yeah, but doesn't Catherine Beaumont like reprise her?
There is one, I talk about this later in her bio, but we'll go ahead and mention it now. There's one episode that she voices Alice
That's
in.
cool as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, that is very cool. Because it's so much longer later. Longer? I don't, whatever.
Longer later.
It's words. So for the for the production and birth of this movie, I got a wee bit of a paragraph here, so let me just spill the tea real quick for you. So
Spill that tea on us.
Walt had read the original books, Alice Adventures in Wonderland, which came out in 1865, and Through the Looking Glass, which came out in 1871 by Lewis Carroll. Then in 1923, while Walt was working at the Laugh-O-Gram studio in Kansas City, he produced a short film called Alice's Wonderland that we mentioned. It wasn't initially released to the public because Laugh-O-Gram went bankrupt, and so he went around to other distributors. One picked it up, and he actually rehired his coworkers from Kansas City that helped create it to help on the series. And it went pretty well. It was pretty. So from there, Roy and Walt would partner up, and it was actually the first series from what would soon be Walt Disney Productions. Now, for this movie, Walt was approached in 1933 with the proposal of making a feature-length version of Alice, still the live-action Alice with the Disney animation, but he hesitated, and the rights were bought first by Paramount. So they were like, meh. Then, after the success of Snow White, Walt was pretty on board was like, all right, let's do this. And then grew pretty unenthusiastic as time went on, and he was not happy with the story concept, and it was shelved for a long time because of that and other reasons. They then realized they needed to do an all animated film to give the book and story justice, and from there it was more whimsy and colorful and goofy type vibes because he didn't like how dark and whatever it was originally. And it was honestly an insane process for them to get this movie out to the public. It took years. It's complicated. They went through legal battles and suing and getting sued and all this shit. But there's still so many details that I've left out, so I may do a deeper dive on this once we start our YouTube channel and just kind of like talk about the entire
really fun.
process, because yeah, it's like crazy.
It's funny because before I even knew about these, I had told Kaylee I felt like this movie would have worked really well if the non-Wonderland segments, so basically the beginning and the end of this, were live action, and then everything else was animated. Like it'd be cool if like as soon as Alice went through the burrow and started to fall, it transitions to animated.
Yeah.
I think that would have been
very cool.
That would have been pretty cool, yeah.
And then moving right along here to the producer and director. The producer was Walt Disney, so don't need to give him a bio for obvious reasons.
Who is he?
Wait,
Roy's brother?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he had that much involvement.
Yeah, I think we talked about him a time or two. Walt, really grandpa name, died in the 60s.
Smalltown. What's the whole like that running joke about Roy?
Yes.
No.
Remember
Oh,
he's
on
frozen?
that
That's why they
podcast
released
I
the
listened
Frozen
to. So
movies
That's right.
to
I believe
Well, he's just
Walt's-
frozen in time.
Walt and Roy's mom, I don't think it was both their parents, but at least their mom died from carbon monoxide poisoning. And so the comedian on this podcast just like ran with this thing that like Roy is the one who did it. And like, he's like this sadistic killer. Then every time he's like, but I'm just kidding, Disney, please don't sue me. Every time.
Yeah, I don't blame him because they absolutely would. As for the directors, we got 3 of them. Like I said, it was a big project, big collaboration, a lot of people involved. First one, Clyde Geronimi.
Oh, we've talked about this,
Geronimi?
man. Yeah.
He died at 87 years old in 1989. He was an Italian-born American. Wait, yeah. Italian-born American animation director and animator that was best known for his work for Walt Disney Productions from 1931 to 1959. Who will be mentioned again? Another one that'll be mentioned again, probably, definitely, is Wilfred Jackson.
He's also been mentioned on this show, I think.
Yeah, probably, actually, yeah. He died at 82 in 1988. He was also an animator and a musical arranger and director, also best known for his work at Disney from 1928 to 1961. And he started out, this is just fun, he started out as a volunteer washing animation cells and ended up moving up the line and being very instrumental for the Walt Disney Company.
Good for him. That's cool.
Right.
What a journey.
And then lastly, we have Hamilton Luske. Died at 64 years old in 1968. He was also an animator and film director with Disney from 1931 to 1968, which I think, yeah, he was there the longest time.
Did his kid get a voice acting gig in this too? That's the thing I remember about him the most is he's like, hey, let my kid get a part.
No, I don't think so. But all of these guys worked on a lot of classic Disney movies and projects, so they will be mentioned again. Moving on to the cast. Woo! There's a lot of bitches going on here, so we kind of kept the bio short and sweet.
True.
First off, we have Miss Alice. She is Catherine Beaumont, 87, still alive.
Hell yeah.
Kicking.
Our only one still alive, I'm pretty sure, out of this entire thing.
That's awesome.
She's
She was probably the youngest member of the cast.
Yeah, she was 13, I'm pretty sure, whenever they recorded and everything.
No, and you can tell that it's a kid voice.
Definitely. Especially when she sings.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have, like, the refined vocal training, you know. But she's a British actress that's actually best known
She's a British accent.
That's actually best known for voicing this and Wendy and Peter Pan, which we just talked about.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I knew that for some reason I knew that I had already known that she voiced Alice, but
Yes.
I didn't know how. And that is
Yep.
why. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a confusing sentence.
Yeah. I know. I said that horribly.
What else is new?
Well,
Well, when there's alcohol involved, the words don't cooperate. But her full bio is going to be on that episode. Go check it out. For this, though, I will say that she voiced Alice again. Oh, I already said this. Yeah, she voiced Alice in the single episode of the Alice's Wonderful Wonderland Bakery. And she's basically voiced Alice in everything, including video games, theme park rides, and random different Disney TV shows.
yeah, because she was probably on House of Mouse.
She was on a couple episodes of House and Mouse. Yep. The Mad Hatter and the March Hare. So the Mad Hatter is Edwin.
My boy.
Yeah, that dog. Is
That's
he
a-
a Disness
He's a
legend?
future Disness Hall of Famer.
Okay.
That dude is awesome.
Yeah.
I love Edwin.
Yeah, he
because
is.
he's also, I don't know if you probably didn't write this down because it's not Disney, but he's also in at least one, maybe 2 episodes of The Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
And he's great.
I did not write that down, but yes. He sadly died at 79 years old in 1966. I think that's the same year that Walt died. He's an actor and comedian with an extensive and successful career. For Disney alone, he was the voice and a live-action reference for this role. He is also in Babes in Toyland, Mary Poppins, That Darn Cat, The Absent-Minded Professor, Son of Flubber, The Gnome-Mobile, and he acted in the Disneyland production of The Golden Horseshoe.
He was the uncle in The Wacky Uncle in Mary Poppins.
Yeah, that was like
where they're
laughing
like-
so hard he was floating.
Yeah, I was gonna say that floated into the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah. So For reference.
Oh, the Golden Horseshoe Revue. A revue.
No, review. Yeah.
It's REVUE.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like a word that was commonly used to like talk like reference like a not reality, a variety kind of show.
Okay. That makes sense. He sadly died of cancer, but he had 3 wives.
Hell yeah.
Shout out.
Fucking.
And he was a beloved guy. Next, we have the March Hare, and that is Jerry either Colonna or Colonna.
Colonoscopy?
Likes colons. Died at 82 years old in 1986, but he was a musician, actor, comedian, and trombonist. And my eyes almost
Pick
told
one.
me that said terrorist.
Pick one. Don't get to be all those things. Pick one.
Well, he started out as a musician / trombonist, and then transitioned to the other things. So he was, why are you in Hater Town? This looks like it was his only Disney feature film, but he narrated several shorts for them and still had a pretty successful career and has been referenced in culture many times because of his voice and silly way of dragging out words. He sadly died of kidney failure.
So, Smalltown, do you think I need to pick between music, acting, and podcasting?
Pick one.
Also,
all
you
in
have to pick
entertainment.
between a server as well.
Pick one.
Yes, this is true. Also being a server, I'll gladly drop that one off.
Yeah, you will.
What
What you talking
I don't
about,
blame
bro?
you. I don't blame you.
But honestly, you don't have trombonist thrown into your
It'd
shit.
be kind of cool if I did.
Fuck that.
What if you were?
Why?
What if you were a
That'd be cool.
triangulist?
Ooh, that'd be
Is
kind of
that
cool.
what you're calling?
Is that what they're called when
Yeah.
you play the
I
triangle?
low-key want to learn how to play the trumpet, but first I'm gonna learn how to play the drums. Basically, this account on
Hey.
Instagram keeps popping up.
Pick one.
Fuck you. This account on Instagram keeps popping up in my reels, and it's a Mexican restaurant, and I don't even know where they are, but they're not here. I think they're in Texas or something like that, and they have this mariachi band that plays for the restaurant, and oh my god, these 2 men are making love to those trumpets. It is
Oh, I would love
No.
that.
It's so fucking
amazing.
annoying.
What, you've been to a restaurant that has a mariachi band?
I worked at a restaurant that had a mariachi band. Los
Rancho
Cabos
Grande?
had a fucking
Oh, okay.
mariachi band come in on like Fridays.
That's
It
so
was, like,
fun.
funny.
Crazy.
The first was like, oh, it's cool the first time, and then it's like 3 hours in your shift. You're like, holy fuck! Shut up.
Well, they clearly weren't as good as these guys.
They were
'cause
all
I could
so
listen.
nice. Like,
Oh, sure.
I was gonna ask if you remembered this, but I think this was after you were gone from Rancho Grande. But when me and Kaylee were still there was a Cinco de Mayo one year where they had a live performer, but they usually had the live performers outside. But I think it was raining this year, so they cleared out some of the booths. Right,
Mhm.
had them set up their whole band thing.
On bar side.
This dude is just fucking like drunk as shit
Yeah.
and cussing the
He's
whole
like
time.
wasted while he's performing. He's
Be
just
like,
one guy singing.
can I get another fucking drink?
wait, hold up. Was he is he singing like country?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wasn't working there. I came up there though.
You came up to hang
Yeah.
out, so you saw
He
this
was like
guy.
saying
I
curse
think I
words and
know.
being
I know one of the guys.
inappropriate.
I don't
do?
like know him, but like I have friends that know him. Or friends
Okay,
with
you
him.
got friends in low places.
I got friends in low places.
Did he do that song?
I don't know.
Who's got friends in low fucking places? in
He
this
has-
bitch?
I'm gonna
He
piss
has
on
friends
him.
in a small town.
That's true.
Ah.
That's
In a
fucking
small
trademarked.
town.
You better not.
Yeah, you're gonna get the cease and desist.
White Rabbit and the Cheshire Cat. The White Rabbit is Bill Thompson, who died at 58.
Yeah, and I know
That's
Bill
young.
Thompson.
You do know him. Yeah.
Is he another Peter Pan guy?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Died at 58 in 1971. He was a radio personality and voice actor we've already covered in Peter Pan.
I feel like he's also in another Disney movie, no?
We've talked about him before. We will talk about him again because he also voiced in multiple other classic movies that I mentioned in the Peter Pan episode.
Okay, cool. There you go.
For
Go
this,
listen to that.
For this movie, he also voiced the dickhead Dodo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I actually thought that fucking Dodo was hilarious.
Dude, that dodo is fire.
He said fire
as
is
fuck.
crazy. He's got a
That's
dickhead.
funny because he was trying to start the fire.
See, I was too
You
busy
got a
having
good
PTSD. That was good, though. I didn't get that at first. And then the Cheshire Cat is the lovely Sterling Holloway.
Love Sterling, man. That's another future Disness Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
Honestly, don't know who the fuck that is, but
You know Sterling Holloway
I
is.
don't know who he is.
You do.
I love that name though. That name
Isn't
is
that such a
so
good
cool.
name?
Yeah.
Sterling
That's a
Holloway.
great name.
He was a lot like this is like the third or fourth guy so far that also had made an appearance in the Twilight Zone.
Well,
Which
that
is
makes
crazy.
sense because
There's
the
that
good
episode with the
actors
cursed,
did all that. Yeah, all the
I'm
good
pretty
stuff.
sure it's the episode with the cursed TV that shows like the future and like shows like the husband's watching it and he like watches himself kill his wife.
Oh my
And
god!
then, like Sterling Holloway, like I think his character like set up the TV and then he comes back at the end and he like gives the guy a look like because he knew basically like that's what it's insinuated that he knew that what he was doing, you know, like he might have been responsible for it or something like that. It's a very minor role. What?
Just like sees it on the TV, he's just like, honey,
Get in here.
Oh my god!
No, it's good because it actually happens really naturally because he sees it happen. He's horrified.
Then she just starts being a wife, and you're
Yeah,
like,
she just starts being a woman. No, but I think it's like a whole
Stabbing
thing of
her?
like maybe she gets up in his face, or maybe she puts her hands on him first.
Oh, he
or
definitely
something
like strangled
that.
her or smothered her.
I think
or
he
something,
threw
didn't
her out the window.
nice. That's
Yeah.
that's a good way.
Whoa!
Looks like an
Take
accident.
notes, guys.
God damn. Well, luckily, actually, I probably could die if I fell out of my bedroom window.
I barely hit my wife.
And she would beat the shit out of you if you did.
She'd put up way too much of a fight. It's not even worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You'd break a couple nails and get mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smalltown would break a couple nails.
That's what I said.
Okay, I thought you were saying like he'd break some of her nails.
Nah. So Sterling died at 87 years old in 1992. He is an iconic actor we've also talked about before a couple of times. He is one of the most iconic voices of Disney. Check out our Winnie the Pooh or Dumbo episodes to
Is he
hear
Tigger?
more about
No,
this
he's
king.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
You can tell, bro. Like the
I
Cheshire
thought
Cat
fucking
sounds
Jim
like Winnie
Cummings
the Pooh.
was Winnie the Pooh.
He took over the role after Sterling Holloway
Because
died.
Sterling died
Well, not my
in
Winnie the Pooh.
92.
He took over the role for after Paul Winchell died too. He also took over the role for Tigger. So Jim Cummings is Pooh and Tigger.
Mhm. And then we have the lovely Queen of Hearts. That is the lovelier Verna Felton.
We love Verna Felton.
Woo!
Oh,
She's another future Disness Hall of Famer.
you want to talk about names? That's a terrible fucking name.
Ah,
Verna.
Verna, yeah.
No, Smalltown. You would remember. I know it's been a while since we talked about her, but like you would remember her because she has a lot of iconic roles
Name one.
throughout Disney. She was the bitch elephant in Dumbo.
Name two.
She played the Queen of Hearts.
Thank you.
There we go. There's two.
Yeah, I remember the elephant.
Yeah, but I'm sure Kaylee has more.
Where the
I don't.
Dumbo was born. She's like, ew, what the fuck?
You're ugly! Ew, kill it!
Probably named him Dumbo.
I think she was the one that named him Dumbo.
Yeah, I think she did say,
Oh,
but she was
man.
also the fairy godmother in
Mhm.
Cinderella. And
Never
she
seen
was.
that movie.
You haven't seen it?
Cinderella?
Yeah.
Oh.
Really?
You're on the Disness. And
She
you've
was,
never seen
That's
it?
why he's on the show.
Because I like Disney shit.
Oh, she also-
because I like these two.
She also was Mrs. She was also Dumbo's mom too. She played the bitch elephant and Dumbo's mom.
Damn.
And she was Aunt Sarah and Lady and the Tramp. She was Flora in Sleeping Beauty. She was Winifred the elephant in the Jungle Book. So
Put a lot of elephant.
What are they trying to say about her?
3 elephants is probably more than like any actor has played in the history of ever.
Yeah, different elephants, not even the same.
Fucking Guinness needs to give her the record for most elephants voiced.
Yeah, the posthumous record.
Yeah, you can do that stuff.
She died at 76 years old in 1966. She's another future Disness legend.
Dude, did her and Ed Wynn and Walt have a pact or something?
I guess so, yeah. Clearly.
66, we're all out of
Okay.
here.
Everything goes to shit after that, and boy, were they right. And we've covered her before, and we'll talk about her
They missed
again.
Cars
Ah,
coming out.
True.
Dude, you got me there. Her role in this movie is fitting because she is a queen. Like I said, guys, these are going to be short and sweet. We're going to talk about almost this entire cast again.
Yeah, this is
so-
a legendary cast.
Yeah, insane. The caterpillar was Richard Hayden. Died at 80 years old in 1985. He is a British actor who is an overseer of a Jamaican banana plantation before he entered the world of theater and acting.
So,
was that?
does that mean what we think it means?
No, because plantation doesn't automatically imply slave labor.
In Jamaica?
In Jamaica.
A white guy
Okay,
in
well,
Jamaica?
yeah.
I
Owning a
low
banana
key should have
plantation?
done. Yeah, I low key should have done a little more research.
Also,
on
I
that.
hate the way he spells. Or his last name is.
Yeah,
the
he
way
purposely-
chose to spell his last name.
Hey, Sophie!
Damn it, Sophie. Is
All
it
right.
up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sophie likes to beef with our cats.
Yeah, no. You ain't fucking with the Disness cats, Sophie. You get back.
Lay down. Stay. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more research into
wait.
the Jamaican banana
Tell them how
plantation.
Hayden is spelled real quick.
It used to be spelled normally, and then once he started like doing theater or whatever, he changed it to Haydn.
Gross.
Haydn?
Hayden.
I hate that. Pisses me off.
Was
Jordan's
it normally
Hayden.
spelled
Hayden.
Hayden?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was like, that's normally how you spell. That's
Yeah.
Took
weird.
the E.
Like,
out.
why would you take out the E, bro? He ain't want no E's in his
you
name.
may only have one vowel in your name.
Mhm.
Sometimes why, I understand.
Oh, that's good. That's good. This does seem to be his only Disney work, but he did many films, shows, and theater. He died of a heart attack and donated his body to a university.
Hell yeah, he was a cadaver.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
Sure, my
spelled
body's going after
CAD.
this.
You can
Actually,
do it.
I'm an organ donor, actually.
That's cool. I think I am too.
C-A-D-Y-V-O.
Oh my god. And it was in California. Now do that one.
CALFORNA.
You gotta take the O out.
California.
Oh, yeah. It gets. I'm a pretty good speller. It's hard to spell out loud, though.
California? C-A...
No, it's like I
Oh.
Taking out
track
letters,
of the
though?
fucking
Okay.
letters I just said. Like I can spell well, but like,
I don't know if you can.
just speak it, dude. Fucking
Prove it.
give me a pen and some paper and ask
No.
me.
Out loud or doesn't count. You're talking to the sixth grade spelling bee champion
Fifth
right
grade
here.
spelling bee champion.
fucking-
Sixth grade
I
runner
got
up.
out of my spelling bee in like fourth grade because I didn't spell deny right.
How'd you spell it?
DENI.
D-E-I.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, and Oak Grove, they're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I
really.
remember my friend Cam in the fourth grade spelling bee. This was before we like were friends. Like this was our first interaction together, and he's like hyping himself up. He's talking about like I got this. I want to do great. And I'm like, go for you, go you, man. He gets up there. I think he's the first person to have a word. His first word is ninja. He goes ninja, N-I-J-A, ninja. Out just like fucking
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
because you
I
don't
think
get
I
a
got-
do-over in a fucking
yeah.
spelling bee. That's just it.
I got to in sixth grade, we did a spelling bee, and they were going to have a school-wide spelling bee with like the winners from each class or whatever. I got down to the last two. It was me and one other kid, and I started freaking out. I was like, I don't want to do no stupid, dumbass spelling bee. So my word was airplane.
No fucking.
You bet your ass I spelled that shit wrong.
A-Y-R.
I don't even know how I think I did like A-I-R-P-L-A-I-N.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, I got out in fifth grade, I think, because I misspelled. Is it ornament? Is that how you actually? It's supposed to be said ornament,
Yes.
but everybody's always said it ornament.
Yeah.
I've always heard ornament, so I put a D in it. And they're
Okay.
like, "That's not right." I'm like, "It's fucking ornament." Like, no, it's ornament.
It's close
Son
enough.
of a bitch.
I don't think I was ever in a spelling bee.
Yeah.
Damn.
No.
Your spelling skills ain't like that.
They probably are now.
Okay.
Just because I read a lot.
We should have a Disness spelling bee.
I'd be down.
That'd be kind of
spell
fun.
off.
I'll be the judge person.
I in fifth grade, me and it got down to me and my sister's friend Andy, and Andy was smart as fuck, and we set the record for, and I fucking won that shit.
Yeah, you
we
did.
set the record at that time for the longest spelling bee in our elementary school history because we went like after everyone else was eliminated, we went another like half hour.
That's
least,
crazy.
Just back and forth, back and forth. It was a
You just spent
fucking
the entire school day spelling words.
Yeah, I mean, basically, and then like everyone was happy with that because it's an assembly, so the whole school's in there. They're like, keep going.
No, literally, they're like, please don't stop. All right, moving along to our extra cast. These guys don't get bios; they just get mentioned.
Good enough.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum and the Walrus and the Carpenter are all J. Pat O'Malley.
Which, oh my god, another legend.
Yes, he did a lot of shit with Disney. We'll be talking. He will get his own bio someday.
He has been talked about before too.
Oh yeah, you're right. King of Hearts is, and Jordan and I wanted to include this because of his name. His name is Dink Trout.
Mike's grandpa.
Grandpa Dink.
And then Dormouse.
Yeah, that's how it was pronounced in the movie.
Okay, is Jimmy MacDonald, who was the original head of sound effects at Disney, and he is the second official voice of Mickey Mouse.
No way.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fitting that they had him voice a mouse here.
Yeah, right? Isn't that funny? And then lastly, Margaret, Alice's sister, is Heather Angel, which...
By the way, did you guys get that was supposed to be her sister?
No.
I just thought it was a teacher.
Yeah, they definitely did
But it
not
was
make
almost like
it
a mom.
Yeah.
obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get mom
Whenever I
vibes,
was younger, I
but-
definitely got either mom or teacher vibes or something.
No, this was the first time I was aware that this was her. That was supposed to be her sister.
Also,
It's
you're
crazy.
missing out, a character.
Who?
A person. The doorknob.
The doorknob.
Yeah.
Okay, while Kaylee keeps talking, I'm going to look up real quick who voiced the doorknob.
Heather Angel was the mom in Peter Pan, so we had 3 characters
No
from
way.
Peter Pan in
Wow.
this. Yes.
The doorknob was Joseph Kearns. Oh, he played the fucking Mr. Wilson on Dennis the Menace.
Wow.
And Mr. Wilson, I believe, is like Dennis's neighbor. No, that
Yes.
he's always tormenting and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
I
Wow.
looked him up. I didn't think that, he was interesting enough. Sorry.
No, that's fair.
No,
Yeah,
it's
because
fine.
Kaylee doesn't often get like everyone. And then apparently, I think the doorknob was in the House of Mouse because it says Corey Burton took over the role, and then Craig Ferguson voices him for Alice's Wonderland Bakery.
Mm-hmm.
So
Craig Ferguson?
yeah, Craig motherfucking Ferguson, bro.
What the fuck?
You know
Hey,
Craig
you have
Ferguson.
a friend named Craig.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how it's clicking for Smalltown. He's like, wait, other people have that name.
I know who Craig
no,
Ferguson
I know you know
is.
who Craig Ferguson is. Yeah, that's crazy. He's done a fair amount of Disney stuff because he was also Owl in the 2011 Winnie the Pooh. He voiced in Buzz Lightyear: A Star Command, The Legend of Tarzan. He voiced Lord Macintosh in Brave.
Oh.
That's crazy. We're getting a little off track here, but that's interesting.
fault.
Yeah, no.
No, you're good.
I mean, we'll talk about him again. And then just a couple quick fun facts here. This was the first Disney movie to have ending credits. They used to all be in the beginning.
Yeah, well, they'd had some at the beginning.
They
too,
did have
though.
some in the beginning. But like the
It was very
full-
short though. Like this one,
Yeah.
like the movie got started within the first like minute 40,
Uh-huh.
and usually it takes like a full like 3 minutes.
Dead ass. No. Yeah. And then this movie has the most individual songs written than any other Disney film with 14 originals in 75 minutes.
There was that many songs in this. I guess a
They
lot of them
They
are
didn't
short.
play the full songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just some of it was just little clips of the songs, but
Right.
they had written and had them written and composed and performed and everything.
Yeah, because there was sometimes throughout this there was like, oh, it's time for another song, and then like 15 seconds later they're done
Yeah.
singing.
Which is,
Which
I
I'm
know,
sure
Smalltown's
Smalltown
type of
appreciate.
musical movie. And then lastly, oh, this is kind of funny. They specifically chose Catherine Beaumont to voice Alice because she, quote, had enough accent to please the British, but not too British for American audiences.
All right, so this is a good time to bring up that me and Kaylee got in probably our stupidest argument that we've ever gotten.
It was
in.
borderline a fight.
Oh, it was a fight. I was pissed. But also
I was
Kaylee was
also
very
pissed.
drunk, and we had been going for 18 hours straight. We had been awake since 6 a.m.
This was last night when we were watching the movie.
And we're like not even fucking 5 minutes into this shit. And I don't even, how did it initially come? I said, I didn't know Alice was British. And Kaylee was basically like, she's not. And I'm like, yeah, that's a British accent. And Kaylee's like, no, that's like a proper American accent. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's a British accent. And then
you were wrong.
I was wrong.
She was mad about that.
What's crazy is that she
didn't
want
wanna be wrong.
Leave it alone. And so
Because-
then I, in my drunkenness, got stubborn and was like, no, I'm not like gonna admit it because he just
She was
wanted me
like
to
talking down
acknowledge
to
it.
me, Smalltown.
He wouldn't leave it alone. And I was
We're
like,
gonna
just
fight
unpause the fucking movie.
I did pause the movie. I paused it and stared at her because
And he looked it up.
I had just looked it up. And I was like, Catherine Beaumont is literally British. Lewis Carroll, who wrote this fucking story, is British. Like, this is a British work.
But at
And-
that point, I was like, fuck
Too
you,
far
bro.
gone,
At
nope.
that point, yes, I'm drunk. And I told him literally this morning when I was sober, when I'm like that, just let me be wrong and come to my own conclusion. Because I was
his
also
thing is,
trying
he
to
can't
pay.
do that
No,
either.
he
No.
can't. No, he
Not
fucking
something
can't.
he can do.
He was literally, I literally called him last night. I was like, who are you, Roman Reigns? Because he just wanted me to acknowledge him so badly.
That
and I
pissed me
wouldn't.
off.
I
was like,
did
good
piss him
reference,
off.
but fuck you.
He had to acknowledge the reference. you know
Yeah,
what I'm
No,
saying?
but
I
it
was
was
like-
funny because today during our lunch break at work, she's watching the movie, and I was like, "Hey, can you tell now?" And she like begrudgingly is like, "Yes."
No, but it was actually making me so angry. And what's so crazy is that if he didn't keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to like basically force me to admit that I was wrong and he was right, even though that's not what he was trying to do.
I wanted her to acknowledge the fact. Is an objective fact at this point. I didn't care about being right. I just wanted her to acknowledge the fact that
If
she's
he would have
British.
just let it go as the movie progressed, I would have been like, okay, yeah, she's British.
Would you have let it go, Smalltown?
Not a chance.
You can
Literally
relate.
not a chance. But I assure you, he's so much less likely to
Yeah.
let it go.
Yeah.
Like,
And okay, so when I'm sober, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. This is stupid. I agree. You're right. Let's move on. But in that last night, that was not happening. And we were both getting really, really heated. And I was being mean. And Jordan was like, yeah, I was about to cry myself to sleep last night.
'Cause
You
it
were
threw
being
me
so
off.
mean.
It
I
was-
didn't even recognize
It
you.
was legitimately kind of scaring me because she's never talked to me that way before. And I was like really shook up after. It was such an intense.
Did you go cuddle with Keegan?
Yeah, I did. I was like, Keegan, can you comfort me, please? No, it was such an insane argument that I was like, she was so drunk, she's not even gonna remember that. And then she brings it up this morning. I'm like, oh, okay, so you weren't that drunk then. Okay, shit.
Yeah, I remembered. And I
Yeah.
still fully believe and feel that it was stupid.
No, it was
And
stupid.
that-
I agree. It was dumb.
I know you wouldn't have, and you probably won't the next time. But if you would have dropped it, never would have happened. Even started.
All right, well, we'll see. Next time there's someone with an accent in a film that you think is a different accent, and I look up and see that it is the real accent, then I'll drop it.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, I will be like, okay, yeah, she's got a British accent.
Saying
But
that
in
as
the
if
beginning
that's
of the movie, she just was talking. I was like. And what's so crazy is I kept telling him to unpause the fucking movie. Unpause the movie. Let me listen. Let me watch it. And he's like, no. Acknowledge it. Blah, blah, blah. She's literally Brit. Blah, blah, blah. And so it grew into way more than it
Last
needed
thing
to
I'll
be.
say about that is Kaylee was snoring 10 minutes later.
I was drunk. Okay.
That's great.
Did you have any more information, or is it my turn?
That is officially your turn.
All right, so at its core, Alice in Wonderland is based on two separate novels by Lewis Carroll. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland from 1865 and Through the Looking Glass from 1871. But rather than adapting either one faithfully, Disney essentially created a greatest hits version of both, just combining all the iconic characters and moments and everything from both of those stories. And blending them into one. And that's why figures like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, who originally appeared in Looking Glass, show up alongside Queen of Hearts and Mad Hatter, who appeared in Wonderland, and why sequences like The Walrus and the Carpenter, which was just a poem in one of the stories, which, I mean, that's kind of how it's told here. It's more of a story than they are characters, you know.
Mhm.
That was inserted almost like a standalone vignette. But what gets lost in that translation is a lot of the original context. So Carol's writing is like deeply rooted in Victorian satire. Sounds like something Smalltown would fucking love. Logic puzzles and mathematical humor. Carol himself was a mathematician, actually. And he often poked fun at the rules and like social norms of 19th century England. Disney obviously mostly strips that away in favor of the colorful visuals and comedy and musical storytelling that we get here. Even so, it still retains that dreamlike structure that we see in the original works from Carol, where characters appear and disappear without explanation. Scenes don't always logically connect.
Right.
The world operates on constantly shifting rules. Like that's all still very present here. Visually, the film is heavily inspired by the original illustrations of John Tenniel, who did the illustrations for the original books. His designs really help define how these characters are recognized to this day.
And they struggled so much with creating that, though, because they basically had to not include as much detail as his illustrations, and they added in all like the color, obviously.
Right, and that makes sense. So Disney took his compositions and silhouettes, especially with characters like Alice and the Queen, and then exaggerated them. There's also a deeper Disney-specific influence at play, as Kaylee mentioned. So they had the Alice comedies, which Kaylee, already got into there. But you can still, if you go back and watch those, you can still feel that, DNA of the like in it in the final film. All this means that Disney's Alice isn't really trying to be a definitive or faithful retelling. Instead, it's more of a reinterpretation.
It's Disney-fied.
It even stands somewhat in contrast to the earlier, more faithful adaptations that Kaylee mentioned too, the non-Disney adaptations, which lean more into the strange and sometimes unsettling tone of Carol's work. In terms of merchandise and toys, oh brother, where do I start, man? Oh my God. We got shirts. We got official licensed Crocs, by the way.
Crocs?
That does not shock me. I know they can make so many gibbets for
but
this movie.
But it's not even it's actual Crocs. Like
crocodiles?
No, but it's not like, I'm saying it's not like the giblets or whatever they're called. Like it's
right, I know.
Gisbits or whatever.
I thought they're not giblets. What are they?
Is it Gisbits?
Don't even ask me, bro. I don't wear Crocs. Giblets sounds like you're talking about something else.
Like we got lounge fly bags, blankets, Funko Pops, shot glasses, mugs, an awesome Cheshire Cat charm from Pandora, which is not cheap. I'm going to show that to our my co-hosts.
Ooh, for the bracelets?
Yeah.
I used to have one of those.
That'll be on our Instagram page at Disness Podcast, along with several other things. I think that's just how
he was pink for a brief moment.
This is true.
Oh, okay.
And then there was this like awesome Cheshire Cat wall clock I found, which I would love to have hanging up in the Disness room.
That is fun.
Very cool. It's like the clocks. He's hanging upside down, and then the clock part of it is like wrapped around his his tail's wrapped around the clock part of it. I found plushes, mini plushes. They have a plush for about every character in this. I mean, from Tweedledee, Tweedledum to the card soldiers. And I even found plushes of the little oysters. Which are so
what? I want that. Dude.
Figurine sets. And then also naturally, there's an Alice doll too, which is like Disney was doing like their own version of like Barbie dolls for a period of time. And so it's not Barbie brand, but it's like basically the same thing. So we get an Alice doll as well. But also naturally, they had to release Alice themed playing cards and teacups and teacup sets and stuff too.
Makes sense.
Disney still regularly releases merch for this film, mostly on the Disney website and Box Lunch. So if you're a completionist, you'll be spending a pretty penny. Video game wise, so funny enough, I didn't realize that the live action film, at least the 2010 one, had a Wii video game adaptation. I'm pretty sure.
What?
But we'll get more into that later. I just found out about that in my research for this. It's like, that's pretty fucking interesting.
Yeah.
But this specific film, the 1951 version, received its first and only video game adaptation in 2000 for the Game Boy Color.
I saw that.
So I watched their long plays on YouTube if you're curious, but you basically just play through the events of the film from start to finish.
Okay.
And it looked pretty fun. I mean, it's pretty like, it's nothing crazy. There's not a whole lot of bells and whistles to it.
Yeah, I feel like that's
traditional
most Game Boy games.
Yeah. Especially the ones themed after a property like this. But yeah, no, I mean, it looked fun. I'd like to add it to my collection.
Yeah.
Wonderland is its own world in many of the Kingdom Hearts games. Did you ever play any of the Kingdom Hearts games, Nate?
I wanted to, but I never did end up getting into those. They look pretty good though.
Yeah, it's cool because it's like a cross between like the Disney properties that we know and like anime.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
it's pretty cool. I never really got into them either when I was a kid, but I had friends that would play them, so I played that with them.
Okay, that's cool.
And the game utilizes a lot of familiar elements from this here film. Is how I wrote it.
This here film.
Alice and the Cheshire Cat are unlockable characters in Disney Dreamlight Valley, which we talked about on this show before. And
Mhm.
Alice herself appears in the Nintendo 3DS game Epic Mickey Power of Illusion.
Shout out
I think there was a
3DS.
few other appearances here and there, but those are the ones I found to be most notable.
Right.
In terms of theme park presence, I mean, I could go on for a while here, but I feel like these attractions are, one, pretty well known, and two, I'm kind of deciding that with this section, if you want to know more about it, Google is your friend.
True.
Alice in Wonderland and Alice and the Wonderland gang have had a major presence at Disney parks for decades now, dating back to the 50s when this film released.
Yeah.
Whether it's the Dark Ride in Fantasyland, which is considered iconic, the Mad Tea Party, which I rode as a child, also at Fantasyland, both in Florida and California. That's like the spinning.
I was about to ask.
Okay.
I've been in that one
ride.
too.
Yeah, you have? That's awesome. I had a picture of me in it at some point, but I think we lost that whenever my mom stopped paying for the storage.
I have a video of me and Lisa riding it.
And then there's also, that's fun. And then
Yeah.
there's also a walkthrough attraction called Alice's Curious Labyrinth in Paris, and a similar attraction to that in Shanghai. So no matter which park you go to across the globe, you're bound to find some Wonderland presence, which is pretty cool.
And they also, since you didn't include it, have a fuck ton of the walkable characters walking around.
I've seen Mad Hatter.
In Tokyo, they had like the fucking like the carpenter and
No
the
shit.
walrus or whatever walking around.
I need to
And-
look into that,
Yeah,
too.
and the queen and some of the cars.
I didn't go as deep into the walk, but I'm a big fan of like the walk around characters.
Yeah.
Just like the meet and greet characters.
Mhm.
And I didn't go as into that as I should have because I saw like ones for the Mad Hatter and Alice and the
Yeah.
Queen of Hearts and shit.
I just like happened to glance over because I don't look into that part as much because
Right.
I know you're going to cover it, but I just happened to read that and I was like, what?
No,
The
that's
carpenter?
very
The
cool.
wall- Yeah.
I want to look into that. That's very awesome
Mm-hmm.
because it's not very like that. That just shows you the popularity of this film because it's not very often that you see like such obscure minor characters get
Yeah.
a costumed version.
Especially in like Tokyo.
Well, and honestly, like that's not surprising to me. Not with Tokyo specifically, but just in general. Like we've talked about in the past, certain films are just a lot more popular in different countries.
Yeah.
So this is probably
This
a
is
case where
true.
Alice specifically is like probably pretty popular in Japan for one reason or another. With all that being said, folks, it's time for the break here on the Disness. When we come back, we're going to talk about the film. We're going to give our report cards. We're going to give our pimp of the week. Are y'all ready for the meat and potatoes?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah. And dessert, Smalltown? What you cooking up this week?
I was thinking we would have
Pecan pie?
frosted rimmed glasses.
Okay,
Ooh.
bet. That sounds good. Okay, shit. And you're making them?
Crunchy.
You have to finish all of it.
I'm gonna, oh
And the
God,
gla-
I-
including the
whole-
glass?
The whole rim.
So be sure to join us, folks, after the break.
And that's why I don't trust pumpernickel bread.
You know what? That's valid.
I agree.
Thank you.
I don't think I dig your reasoning behind that.
Why do you always got to question him?
Yeah. No, I think honestly you're a little bit mad because I still haven't told you the story about my best polyester socks. So you're just kind of being a contrarian right now.
Mm.
I got it.
Because my story made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
As to why I don't like pumpernickel.
And it was a really good
It
story.
convinced me.
Or trust it. I don't mind it, but I don't trust it.
Yeah, he told
The
Nate
sources
while you were in
trust
the
me, bro.
bathroom.
Welcome back. Nate knows too?
Yeah.
About the
The
polyester
sources
socks?
trust
Yeah.
me, bro.
You son of a bitch. Did you do that just to spite me?
Yes. At this point, yes.
You son of a bitch.
You'll never know.
We're
I
back
almost
on
wore
your
'em today.
favorite anti-Nazi, anti-cancer podcast, The Disness. My name is Jordan Bass. And always, I'm joined by my co-hosts. Still joined by my co-hosts. First up, we got January 6th's finest, Smalltown Dalton Endicott.
Jesus
That
fucking
is
Christ.
crazy.
My little brother's birthday is January 6th.
Oh, that's not great.
Also still joining us, ever since she could remember she was popping her collar, it's Kaylee Foot.
All right, that was acceptable.
Popping her collar, popping her collar. But have you been working these hoes is what I need to know.
Every damn day.
Hell yeah. Also
Pregnant.
still joining us, he was walking in Memphis. It's Nate Corsello.
How's it going?
Or you were walking in fucking
Your feet
Florence. Walking in Florence.
Listen, my feet been hurting. All right, walked a lot. 500 miles.
hurt.
You walked the line?
Jeez.
I did.
Did you walk on water?
I didn't. I haven't achieved that yet.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah.
Still
I was gonna say-
practicing?
Walking it.
Still working on that.
Walking it.
Yes, folks, we're talking about Alice in Wonderland. And we're dipping our toes into Wonderland this week, ladies and gentlemen, because we still have 2 more movies after this. And you'll be able to hear our boy Nate over here back for those 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, glad
But-
to hear it.
Let's get on to tonight. This fucking wild trip of a film. I do want to say, like, I think like this is going to be a week where our report cards are going to be like very like all over the place. Like, I don't think we're all going to be on the same page at all.
Nah.
Just because I know how we interpret certain things differently. And like, it's just, yeah, definitely just not going to be even close to the same. But before we get there, we got a film to talk about. So we open on a luscious park with apparently Alice's sister, like we already talked about, reading a book. Alice is sitting up on a tree branch above her sister, and I can't blame her for not listening because that shit sounded boring.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, she's playing with her adorable kitten, which I also can't blame her for. I can relate to cats being distracting. I get distracted. I honestly, like, probably at least like an hour bare minimum of every single one of my waking hours is wasted, or not wasted because I love them, but is spent just like petting my cats and being like, you're so cute. Like, every single day, they're so fucking distracted. And Flapjack is being a little bitch right now. I wonder if you could hear that notification. I want to say.
Oh, dude, it wasn't me.
Guys.
It was not me.
Yeah, you better stay the fuck away from me.
You don't miss you don't miss your best friend, Smalltown?
We were best friends like once.
That's true.
Remember when he used to always sleep next to you, though, whenever we had the ottoman?
Yeah, it was very cute. But if I touched him, he would attack me.
You got that killer instinct, bro.
Got that dog in him.
You do got
No,
that dog.
You know, I agree with you, Jordan. You know, if I could spend my whole day petting my boy Philip, you know, I probably would.
right? That's a day well spent,
That's right.
honestly.
Yeah.
Dude, Philip's fucking cat, Nate's new cat, Philip, is so fucking
Amazing.
cute. So soft. so
Adorable
fluffy.
cat.
So the sister gets on
And
to Alice.
Cheech.
What's up? And Cheech.
Acknowledge
Cheech is the man.
Dude, Cheech fucking pisses me off. That motherfucker, dude. I love him to death, but like, dude, he can't just not be on top of me.
He loves you.
That's great, and I love him. Get the fuck off of me.
You know, small town. As much as I do enjoy when my cats lay on my lap or cuddle with me, one thing I have liked about having a dog, where when Sophie's down here, the cats are upstairs, is I can get up when I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan will literally hold his piss for hours if the cats are sleeping on him. He's like, but
Dude,
they're
yeah,
so
it's gonna hurt a
comfy.
lot when I'm old.
My
to
cat,
pee.
my cat only wants. He doesn't want to cuddle with me when like I'm down to like cuddle with my cat.
Right.
He
wants to do it when it's most
trying to play
inconvenient.
fucking video games,
Yeah.
and the dude is like trying to get up on top of my hands. It's like, bro.
He starts hitting your hands with his head. Yeah, bro.
When I'm editing the podcast,
Don't
they
play
walk
video
across my
games.
keyboard so
Fuck.
many times, fuck everything up.
No.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing?
He'll start pawing my phone while I'm on it, and he'll start flipping through it, like start
Mhm.
doing shit on it, and I'm like, no, stop.
No, that's your excuse for liking certain posts on Instagram.
I don't have an excuse for those. I admit to that.
There's like, if you like talk to the
Ominous.
people that like I'm in Discord with and shit while I'm playing video games, they have heard me say 40 times, dude, I'm going to skin this fucking cat. Like
Aw.
literally, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker every fucking time. Cause he just playing on my mouse, like I'm fucking playing a game on my mouse, and he fucking bumps my fucking hand. It's like, dude, of all the places you want to fuck with me, is where I need you to not fuck with me.
Right? Dude, there's been so many times where I'll literally say, I'm going to break this fucker's neck. And then I go up to him, I'm like, hey, Bubba, can you calm down? Like, I say that, and then I
No,
go up
dude.
to him, like,
Literally.
Nah, me and Cheech know the deal. He gets up top of me, I fucking shove him off of me.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
He doesn't give a fuck at all
When
because he tries
dies,
to get
you're gonna be like, wow, I
immediately
should
back
have
up.
played less
Comes
video
right back.
games and just
Yeah.
pet him.
No, I
Yeah.
love him so much, and I have literally another 10
Does he
more years.
cuddle with Malia at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
So
no,
he
he
gets some
he
loving.
wants to cuddle with everybody.
Oh.
It just seems like
I
he
have a
does it
picture
to
of
me
him on
when
your
I
lap.
don't want
It's
him
true.
to be doing it.
Right.
Like that's when he wants me the most. Is when I'm like, leave me alone. He just
Dude,
wants to be on
I
top
actually
of me.
feel that because there's been so many times where I'm like, I'm about to get up, and then one of them jumps on my lap. I'm like, why right now? I'm clearly trying to
And
get
then
up.
it will be 45 minutes before he wants me to do something to distract them.
Dude,
to
I
get them
listen.
I don't want to make them think that
I
they're not allowed to
am
do that.
Fascinated by cats. Fascinated by them.
Yeah.
From house
Yeah, they are
cats to the
fascinating.
biggest tiger. Like I think that they're fucking awesome, but they're also pieces of shit, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
They are assholes.
Yes,
They
are.
will
But
when
they're
the
the
boys
cutest
are
assholes ever.
when the boys are ready for dinner, they will purposely do shit that they know they're not supposed to be doing to get our attention and
Yeah.
force us into feeding them.
Well, that's-
because we're like 3 minutes late.
They're like they are smarter than dogs in a lot of ways.
Yes.
The thing that people don't think they're as smart as dogs because they don't want to fucking listen to you.
Yeah.
It's because they don't give a shit. Let them outside; they'll be fine. Like
Dogs, I feel like, are naturally more sensitive in that way.
they
loving.
are sensitive, but they're subservient.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word. That's a
Right.
better word.
This
yeah.
isn't like with a dog. It's a like symbiotic relationship, right? I get love, you get food and shelter.
Right.
With a cat, it's give me food. That's it.
That's true.
I'll love on you if I fucking want to.
That's so fucking.
That is crazy
They're
accurate.
badasses. We're one line into this fucking rundown, by the way.
Sorry, you got me going on cats.
Too
We
many
started
side
talking about
tangents.
cats.
I
We're
wasn't
all, we
even gonna
are
bring-
all cat owners.
You brought Cheech up. I was
That's
gonna
true.
let it all.
I had to
slide.
acknowledge him.
Acknowledge Cheech. It's the
I'll
second
acknowledge
Roman
Cheech
Reigns.
before I acknowledge Roman Reigns and Jordan when he's trying to force me into acknowledging him.
You should like-
So you're saying if Cheech was here and Cheech said she had a British accent.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right, Cheech. Come here.
So the sister gets on to Alice about not paying attention. Alice is like, that shit ain't a picture book, so who cares? Alice says in her world, all books would just be pictures, and the sister, calls that nonsense, which really connects for Alice because she desires a world where everything would be nonsense. Also, the cat Dinah is hella confused. Alice decides it's time to sing a little song, and then Dinah notices the reflection of a white rabbit in a suit basically materialize in the water. I love fucking Dinah's face here.
Mhm.
Dinah's just like, what the fuck is that? Like that look of like first like initial like shock and then like that look up of like confusion. That
Of
was
like, am I the
very
only
fun.
one seeing this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Gets Alice's attention. And points it out to Alice. I like Alice's delivery here because she goes, it's just a rabbit in a waistcoat with a watch. As if the fact that the anthropomorphic rabbit carrying the watch is the most shocking part of all of this.
Yeah.
You telling me you've never seen a rabbit in a waistcoat? You
Have
ain't
you?
living, man.
I guess I have it like the mall during Easter time.
Or the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah. Is he wearing a waistcoat?
No.
He
He's
only
wearing
has
a
He has a
drum.
drum set.
Okay. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
a bass drum.
Yeah.
Does that rabbit have a bass drum and a watch?
Well,
So Alice decides to stalk the rabbit, who is now singing about how he's late. He crawls through a burrow, and Alice follows through because she's trying to crash that party.
And can I say, she has no sense of self-preservation.
No,
No.
not at all. You know how they say curiosity killed the cat? Well, in this case, the cat was smarter than the human girl.
literally.
I love Dinah's little wave to Alice as she's falling, by
Oh,
the way.
Bye-bye, Dinah.
During Alice's descent, she begins floating through the air in what is basically like a distorted house. The whole time just saying, oh goodness, as if this isn't some insane shit. And she finally ends at the bottom, continues to follow the rabbit through a series of doors that get smaller and smaller. This is where she meets the talking doorknob. She can't fit through the door as she can't fit through the door he's attached to. So the doorknob. Okay, that's why I was confused. I was like, who's he?
The talking
So he
doorknob.
tells her to drink a mysterious liquid. And kids, if you're listening, this is a good moment for some advice.
Do it.
Never drink a mysterious liquid given to you by a talking doorknob. It's just not wise.
If you're talking to a doorknob, you've already drank the liquid.
As Alice
You need
downs
to
the
go to the
beverage, she shrinks down. As she's about to walk through the door, she finds out it's locked, so she must retrieve the key, which is up higher. So the doorknob makes a treasure chest of cookies appear, which Alice eats because she loves consuming things strangers give to her. The cookie makes her giant. She begins to cry these giant tears, and that causes the room to flood. And she don't even care that she's about to kill the fucking doorknob. She ends up drinking more of this shrinking liquid and floats through the mouth of the doorknob. She lands in like a jar,
Mm-hmm.
and she's now floating in this bottle through water when she notices a dodo who's looking like Ichabod Crane, by the way. That was the first thing I thought.
Hella.
You look like Ichabod fucking Crane.
You know what the dodo reminded me of?
What?
It reminded me first of the fucking bird from Little Mermaid, whatever that thing's called.
Oh, yeah. Starts with a T. God, why am I forgetting his fucking name? Scuttle. No, not T.
Yeah.
Scuttle.
Okay, it reminded me of Scuttle. And there's a fucking goose thing from Balto.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I know you're talking. Well, it's his main, like, homie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what that thing reminded me
I
of.
could totally
Both of
see
those
that.
birds.
Also, I can't remember
Okay.
that character's name from Balto, but I love that guy.
Yeah, that's
very funny.
Balto was like my shit as a kid.
Excellent. It's a great fucking movie. You know, Jim Cummings voices the villain in that movie, actually.
Really?
Yeah, that fucking piece of shit dog.
The mean, yeah.
Yeah,
the mean
he
dog.
voices him.
Shout out, who is it? Togo?
Oh, Togo, man.
If anybody ever can find a copy of Togo that they're willing to part with, send it to us,
That's
please.
a Disney, because we need to talk about it here on the Disness. Did you ever watch that when it was on Disney Plus? It was fucking
Togo was the dog that delivered the medicine to Balto.
Willem Dafoe plays the main character in it.
And like, if it weren't for Togo, Balto wouldn't even have his story. Like, Balto just took it the last leg, basically, and
Togo
delivered
basically
it.
got it like 3/4 of the way there, and Balto got it back for the last quarter. So Balto's the one that's historically remembered.
Because he was the one that delivered it. But it was Togo that did, like, a feat that I don't think most dogs would be able to do. It was really
Smalltown's
good. It was
pissed.
really
He
Togo
good.
doesn't
sounds
this
like a boss.
Balto erasure.
No, I'm kind of pissed. Like the history got like Balto
Oh,
washed.
they got Balto washed.
I have like no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know Balto or Togo?
No,
Look
no.
it up later. We got Alice in Wonderland.
You're right.
Well, this dodo, I love how he's riding an upside down duck and being pushed by a parrot. That's fucking funny. Which, by the way, yeah, that was supposed to be a duck, apparently.
What?
Uh-huh.
Because I was like trying to figure out what bird that
Most
was.
ducks do look like toucans.
Yeah, it was just crazy because his bill was like
That's
thick,
not a duck.
like a toucan, you know? It was
Yes.
weird. But it wasn't a toucan, though. Or was it? I thought toucans
No,
were
toucans
like
are
colored.
longer.
Yeah, they are longer. That's true. Is a requirement for a toucan that they have to be colored?
I don't know. No,
I guess
they're
this one
No, I
was
think that's
colored.
just it's
they're
species.
mostly black with like some color on their face.
It's their beak. I'm pretty sure that's colored.
Maybe.
I've seen Rio.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
It's very scientific.
Alice is screaming for help, but to no avail. I also noticed the next set of birds are green, red, and white, and I wondered if that was supposed to be a nod to the Three Caballeros, but probably just a coincidence. Just something I noticed. We get the caucus race song here. Cock is race, which is a ton of fun. Alice
warming
sees
him
the
up.
rabbit again during this number, and she's hot on his trail again. Yeah, I mean, I get, but like it didn't have the white part. This one.
That's
did.
why I'm saying
It's
that
just straight up.
his shit was stumpier than that.
Yeah.
It's
I
too
don't know.
long.
If you got an answer for what that bird was actually supposed to be depicted as, let us know at Disness Podcast on Instagram. This is when we meet Tweedledee and Tweedledum, who are some weird motherfuckers. I do dig their little gimmick. They're just being some wacky guys.
They're just honking around. but-
Yeah, I like that shit. And they tell her the morbid story of the walrus and the carpenter. This shit made me legitimately sad.
Dude, I'm telling you, he was moving like your boy Jeff Epstein.
I don't know about my boy. let's not get it
Fucking run
twisted.
that shit back real quick.
Yeah, that's a
He's
dodo.
just a dodo.
Who? I know the dodo is supposed to be a dodo. I'm talking about the bird that he was riding on. There was an upside down bird. It was on his head.
Oh,
And
That
dodo is
bird
sitting-
looked more like a dodo than the dodo did.
Yeah. you think
Dodos
so?
have really big, long bills. Too.
Right.
They did, I guess. They're all fucking
Didn't
dead.
this one have a long bill?
I didn't think he did. I thought he had a shorter face.
Maybe it wasn't super
Maybe I'm
long.
getting confused with the other two fucking geese I named.
Yeah. But no, this story was like actually really morbid for a Disney movie. I know they don't show the actual act of the walrus eating them, but like it's told to us that he did. It's not even implied. It's told to us. Fucked up shit. Alice also found this to be sad. She dips out to go back after the rabbit, and she stumbles upon the rabbit's house. He's shouting for some lady named Mary Ann, and the rabbit says to Alice, "Mary Ann, what in the Sam hell do you think you're doing? Don't just do something, stand there." I thought that was funny. And he demands Alice go retrieve his gloves for some reason. Alice is
He was
like,
late.
"Damn, little bro, all right, I'll go find your fucking gloves." Yeah, he's like, "Go find your own damn gloves."
He couldn't. He was late.
What happens next is entirely Alice's fault, by the way. She eats one of those cookies, you know, the ones that look exactly like the ones that made her a giant 10 minutes ago.
Literally.
Eats it again. You're like, "Don't mind if I do." And what do you know? She becomes a giant again. The rabbit's losing his fucking mind. His house is in shambles. He begins screaming for help, believing giant Alice to be a monster. He tracks down Dodo, who has a very simple solution. Just pull the monster out the chimney. Duh, bro. The rabbit should have thought of that on his own. Bill the lizard, making this very brief appearance, which I thought he was super fun. He has the whole like Cockney, like, "Hello, governor." Well, Bill the lizard pulls up. He gets talked into, well, more like forced into hauling Alice out. The dodo tells Bill to just tie his tail around the monster's neck and drag it out. That's light work, Bill. Come on now. Alice sneezes due to the soot when Bill's coming down the chimney, which launches Bill into the atmosphere. This is
Bye,
a legit
Bill.
laugh out loud moment when the dodo just casually goes, "Well, there goes Bill." And Bill is indeed gone.
Gone. Never to be
We've
seen
never
again.
Is he even in the like final chase or anything?
No, I don't
He's
think
just
so.
gone.
He's literally gone. And I was like, poor Bill.
The dodo's next idea is just burning the fucking house down, which the rabbit is fully against, but the dodo breaks the remainder of the rabbit's belongings so we can light it all on fire. This is one of those movies where I'm like, initially I'm like, this is pissing me off, but then I just have to take a step back and just be like, no, don't look at this as something where I'm supposed to have characters that I root for. I need to look at this as the nonsense that actually is. And after I made that decision, I enjoyed the movie a lot more.
Yeah.
Because it was so funny watching the dodo just break all his furniture, and the rabbit's like, "No, not my furniture.
My beautiful birdhouse."
It's funny. Before they can get a fire going, though, Alice downs a carrot, which shrinks her again as the rabbit's back to frantically running off to wherever he's supposed to go. Tiny Alice follows as the dodo continues to try to start a fire. Poor rabbit's gonna come home to nothing for no reason. I like that the dodo was still trying to burn down his house. He was dead set on that at this point. Also, I'm still wondering who the fuck Mary Ann is. The next characters Alice runs into is a bunch of talking flowers. And they sing Alice a nice little song and put on this extravagant number. This was like a crazy number. Then they flip that fucking switch, go from like being like super nice to they just start grilling her.
Let's say those flowers were assholes.
Yeah.
They turned into
man.
like straight up bullies.
No, yeah, and then they determine
Calling her a
she's a weed, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here, you nasty bitch."
Yeah.
So basically, everyone in Wonderland is fucking bipolar.
Alice is sent on her merry way as she next comes across the caterpillar who's smoking his little hookah. Y'all ever been to a hookah bar?
Oh, yeah.
What's your opinion on hookah bars?
I mean, I haven't gone since I was 17.
Really?
17.
I've actually
You've never
Get
been
in Hookah Haven didn't
No.
fucking card.
Oh,
And I
okay.
did, so we go there.
Well, put them on blast. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
really.
I don't even think the fucking people go there anymore, but
Yeah.
I've never
um,
been to one.
I went with two of my friends, and like, you know, we were fucking 17. We're fucking smoking hookahs. I'm blowing fat clouds. We're taking pictures of each other and shit, you know. And my phone, I didn't have my phone. My phone was like broken.
That should be your
So-
profile picture on Facebook.
I wish I knew what that shit was. My phone was broken. Well, the next day, my mom had went to go pick up my phone, And then she had the phone in the car. She said it just kept going off and off and off and off. It was my friend sending me the pictures of me at the hookah bar. And my mom was tweaking, dude. And like, cause she thought it was fucking weed, first
Right.
of all. That's what she's like, you're getting high? I'm like, no, it's hookah. Like, it's tobacco. And like, she just wouldn't stop. Like, so were you getting high? It's like, no.
That's not what hookah.
Even my stepdad was like, no, it's fucking tobacco. Like, he was smoking tobacco. Like, she's still not like stoked that I was doing it.
Right.
But like after fucking 45 minutes of me, and the best part was when she got there, my 2 friends that I was with were at my house with me.
No
So she got to confront
way.
them too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Getting confronted by the Frims mom.
Oh,
it's
it's
just
so
That's
much
worse than getting
scarier.
confronted by your own.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, the caterpillar starts reciting some fucking nonsense and keeps asking Alice who she is, and she refuses to tell him.
Slash doesn't even know anymore.
Yeah, she's like
Who am
delivering it in a very. She's like, I don't know. I've been a lot of different things today.
Yeah.
Like this happens later with the hare and the hatter, where I feel like Alice kind of sets herself the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, granted, they're all insane anyway,
But
but
she's also a child
this is
that
true.
doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Nothing
But
makes sense.
She just wanted to drink some tea.
Shout out
Shit.
once again. You can go to our Instagram page at Disness Podcast to check out my sweet caterpillar shirt from Alice in Wonderland. He asks what her problem is. She starts explaining how she wants to be her normal size again. Alice says being 3 inches tall is shitty, which the caterpillar takes personally because he's 3 inches tall his damn self.
And then he gets so mad that he cocoons
Yeah,
and hatches
he-
into a butterfly.
He's like enveloped in smoke, and then it dissipates, and Alice discovers like his skin and shoes,
Mhm.
but no caterpillar. And it's funny too because he becomes a butterfly here, but then he's a caterpillar again at the end. It turns out my boy became a butterfly. Congrats to my boy. Shout out my boy. He tells Alice
Evolution.
that if she eats the mushroom, that one side makes her grow bigger and the other side makes her shrink. And after much trial and tribulation, including being mistaken for a serpent by a bird, Alice becomes her normal size again. I thought the bird sounded familiar, and turns out I was right. Her name is Queenie Leonard, and she played minor roles in both 101 Dalmatians and Mary Poppins. She also voiced one of the flowers in this film.
Okay, period.
And I think I read because she voices one of the horses in not Alice in Wonderland, in 101 Dalmatians. If you remember you'll have to look.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say if you don't, just look them up, and I'm sure you'll recognize them. Back on track, the next character Alice comes across is the beloved Cheshire Cat, reciting the Jabberwocky poem, which is a famous poem by that Lewis Carroll wrote. I can recite it from memory for you guys right now.
It's
And
time.
I'm sorry, like I've realized that Mr. Kelly taught us wrong on the pronunciation of some of these. Sorry, Mr. Kelly.
T.
Boo, Mr.
Because
Kelly.
so some of
The
these are
teacher
not gonna
taught you
be
wrong? Oh,
how they're
God.
actually pronounced, but this is how I was taught. So come at me. I fucking dare you.
Okay.
Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. 'Twas brillig in the slithy toves, did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogroves and the mome raths outgrabe. Beware the jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the jubjub bird, and shun the frumious bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the manxome foe he sought. So rested he by the tumtum tree, and stood awhile in thought. And as in uffish thought he stood, the jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the tolgay wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through, the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with his head he went galumphing back. And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy. O frabjous day, Callooh, Calais, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig in the slithy toves, did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogroves and the mome raths outgrabe. That is Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll, my friends.
50% English.
Yeah.
It's a mostly nonsense. That's
By
Lewis,
the
that's one of
end
Lewis
of it,
Carroll's trademarks.
My brain was not comprehending words.
So the
It was just
story
sound.
is basically like, if I'm remembering correctly, is like someone being sent on a mission to slay the Jabberwocky, and that's why it's like, come to my arms, my beamish boy. Oh frabjous day, Callooh, Calais, he chortled in his joy. Like it's like they're celebrating him slaying, because they literally say blatantly, and hast thou slain the Jabberwock. So
With
Yeah.
his vorpal blade.
with his vorpal sword, long time the manxome foe he sought.
I mean, a great dance group also, by the way. The Jabberwockies.
Yeah,
You remember them?
Sounds like a
Yeah?
slur.
The Jabberwockies?
the Jabberwockies. No,
It was like the first season of
That does sound like
So
a
You Think
Smurf
You Can
one.
Dance or whatever it was, the dance talent.
I know that
thing.
show, but I never watched it.
Yeah, bro, they're crazy.
And that was their names?
They're like, you can't see any of their faces. They have like face masks on, like they're all
Oh, that's
blacked
cool.
out.
Okay.
And dude, they're crazy.
No, I can't believe I
Yeah.
don't know about this, but that's funny. The Cheshire Cat also made me laugh like a motherfucker, bro. Like, I love when he does the whole like tipping his cat deal, but it's just his eyebrows and ears. That was
Dude,
Can you stand on your head?
funny. Yeah, I like that too. What's up, babe?
I looked up the Jabberwockies because it sounded familiar. Jabberwockies, and it sounded familiar. I literally I was watching Instagram Reels for like 10 minutes today, okay? And I had one pop up of this girl in a casino for her birthday, and they were there in their outfits, and they like posted up with her. We're super chill, and we're doing dances and
Bucket hats
pictures.
on
and
and shit.
yeah, it's bucket hats, and it's the white, like, just plain face mask.
Oh, I've seen those guys.
Oh. That's actually crazy, though, we're talking about that right now. Oh my god.
So Alice asks the cat which way she should go, and he says it don't matter. He does end up telling Alice to go talk to the Mad Hatter and March Hare, though, and then she can find the rabbit. He says they're mad, and that most... Oh, I wrote it. I think I wrote it verbatim of what he said.
Yep.
Most everyone here is mad.
Okay.
So it's not everyone. Honestly, because like Bill. It's most.
But how do
It's
we know
everyone else and Bill?
know Bill wasn't mad? We didn't see
That's
enough of
true. We
him.
only knew him for about 20 seconds. He seemed pretty normal for the most part.
I told you.
Yep, you did tell us. You
'Cause
were
I wouldn't-
right. You happy?
Yes. But I wouldn't have like specifically remembered being like, that's not how it's always been, shown and
Well, it's like
said
the
and
Luke, I am
told.
your father thing that we talked about
Yes.
earlier. Because the actual line is no, I am your father. And people like consider that a Mandela effect. And it's literally, no, that's not a Mandela effect. He does say that in the movie. The reason that it's misremembered is I literally have an example of why it's misremembered. And this isn't the only piece of memorabilia, merchandise, whatever that says this, but I have a Darth Vader Hallmark ornament that has a sound box on it. You press the button, it says, Luke, I am your father. Because that's more fucking cool to have as a sound effect than say, no, I am your father.
And I'm worried that that's not going to work anymore because I think it got wet after the fire.
It probably did. Yeah, damn.
So our proof is gone.
That's true. I mean, we could always order a new one.
True. Probably
But
expensive as fuck.
They
And
don't
who's to
make
say
them
that'll
anymore.
work?
You
Oh,
gotta
no, they
choose
most
one.
definitely don't.
No, they don't make them. Obviously not.
But
Once
they
a Hallmark
resell 'em, I
ornament
bet.
sells out, and maybe not Hallmark directly, but you could definitely find that some bitch on eBay. I think it was from 2005, the same year that was 3 Revenge of the Sith, right? Yeah. Oh.
You do.
Yeah, it's
I like Star Wars, but I couldn't.
Okay. It's Revenge of the Sith. I know it. Yeah, you're a fucking Lord of the Rings guy. Let's not get on that, bro.
I'm more of a Harry Potter guy.
Oh, that's
person.
true. Harry Potter is your number one. That's true. So Alice finds the Hatter and the Hare having their unbirthday party and singing their unbirthday song. At first, when they discover Alice, they want her to leave, but then she compliments their singing, so they tell her she can stay. I like when the Hare gives her shit for not knowing what an unbirthday is, like she's some kind of idiot, and his eyes are just going fucking crazy. Also, is their little mouse friend fucking high or something? Or is he just sleepy? Is that what he's supposed to be?
He been smoking them tea leaves.
Yeah.
He was smoking a hookah with the caterpillar, bro.
Shit.
Shit.
I don't blame him.
Alice keeps trying to drink a spot of tea, but they keep moving her around the table in an overstimulating fashion. This shit would piss me off. I would have beat both of their asses by now. They ask her to tell a story, or tell her story, but keep getting hung up on the detail of Alice talking to her cat, and that freaks their mouse friend out, and they end up putting some jam on his nose to calm him down. That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this whole ordeal pisses the Hatter and the Hare off until they ask her to continue. They calm back down. Alice is insistent on including the detail about her talking to her cat for whatever reason, so she never gets to fully explain herself. The Hatter decides to begin a riddle while Alice is pondering over it. The Hatter and Hare start thinking she's going crazy for some reason and are horrified by her. This part actually pissed me off. I was like, hell no, I would have beat the fuck out of them. What do you mean I'm crazy? I'm literally reciting what the fuck you just said.
But they're mad.
Just as Alice is about to dip out, the White Rabbit stumbles through, still running late, of course. The Hatter says it's no wonder he's running late because his clock is 2 days slow. So he decides to put his horologist skills to use and fix the way you fix any good clock.
No way you knew that word off the dome.
Oh, I know. I looked it up. He fixes it the way you fix any good clock, by removing all the gears and springs and stuffing it with sugar, butter, tea, jam, and lemon. Any good horologist knows that's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that when the Hatter is spreading the butter inside the clock, how the rabbit goes, he goes, no, you'll get crumbs in it, as if crumbs are the thing to worry about here.
And why? Crumbs and butter? I guess if it was used for toast
Yeah,
Don't forget
recently.
no mustard.
No mustard,
That was
though.
also
That
funny,
was
too.
funny.
He treated that like that was some crazy bullshit. He's like, now
Yeah.
some lemon.
That was funny.
Unfortunately, the watch can't be fixed, not because of what the Hatter did to it, because it's a mad watch, guys. Couldn't be because it's full of food and liquid. No.
Can't fix a mad watch.
The hare smashes it. I like when he pushes it back over to the rabbit. And he's like, what does he say? Yeah, it's 2 days. It's 2 days late. That's his problem. They're 2 days early. Mary Ann better go help his ass, bro. Because they fucking tossed the rabbit. And Alice continues on her journey to find the rabbit. She says, who cares where he's going anyway? I don't know, Alice. It's not like you following him got you to this point in the fucking first place.
Wait,
you
pause.
nosy bitch.
First of all, correct. Second, the White Rabbit really showed up, like, freaking out because he was late and he just happened to wander in. They steal his watch from him, destroy it and smash it, and then launch him into the horizon. And that was their only interaction with him. Just bullied the crap out of him, bro.
Pieces of shit.
Dude.
I have to say, when Alice started going through her midlife, her mid-child crisis, and realizing everything was nonsense, like a part of me was like, dude, she's growing up.
Aw.
I was like, drugs are wearing off. She's realizing that, like
That
this
post-high guilt.
Yeah, this is fucking insane, and she's grown up.
No, yeah, at
Mhm.
this point she's had it up to here with the nonsense. Like this is all she wanted, and it turns out it's not all it cracked up to be.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, then it all went back down to shit after.
Exactly.
Yeah. She was starting to get frustrated, though, for sure.
Yeah.
She's fully lost in the Tolgi Wood, and she mentions that when she gets home, she'll write a book about this place. Don't you mean draw a book, Alice?
No, because she's growing up.
There you go. That's part of it, Nate.
Yeah.
She's not optimistic at this point about her chances of getting home, though. She's beginning to wish things would make sense for a change. And then the Mome Raths, these cute little,
She literally was
furry
saying,
creatures, they point her in the direction that she believes she needs to go now. What were you saying, Kaylee?
in her little song that she was singing while she was crying in those woods, she was saying something. She's something, but she doesn't listen to herself or whatever.
She gives herself good advice, but
Yeah,
she
I
doesn't
wrote
that.
follow it.
Yeah. Sorry, you're not to that part
No,
yet.
I'm literally right there.
I'm so sorry.
Relatable moment how she says she gives good advice but very seldom follows it herself, and she
Mhm.
sings a song about it before beginning to sob again.
Yeah.
So thanks,
Yeah.
Kaylee.
So I feel this is like her big realization moment, and then she even is like, "Why did I follow that rabbit?"
Yeah, because whenever she's following that path, a broom-headed dog, I think it was supposed to be,
Mhm.
erases her path and leaves her on a single square.
Mm-hmm.
As like a good symbolization for the isolating feeling that Alice is going through at
Yeah.
this point. She has no one in Wonderland. Everyone's fucking insane. I just kind of put that together.
Bless
you. I don't know if that was the intention, but if so, really nice little artistic choice.
Yeah.
There. The Cheshire Cat returns, and Alice is relieved. I know she knows that the Cheshire Cat's insane, but I feel like out of all the characters she's interacted with up to this point, the Cheshire Cat, for some reason, has
The most normal.
yeah, I mean, in his own weird, insane way,
Mhm.
I feel like she probably feels like this is the only one she's been able to kind of have any sort of close to a normal interaction to as you can in Wonderland.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, I think she's just relieved to see anyone. Like, I think if
And
it
he's
was
not
the
a-
Hatter or the Hare or any of them, Caterpillar, she probably would have been relieved too.
True. I was going to say he's not an asshole in particular either at that moment.
A lot of people consider him to be a villain because he kind of antagonizes things in the climax.
Yeah,
of the film.
definitely at the end. But during that moment,
I don't know if I'd consider him.
I guess maybe though, because he led her directly
Villainous?
to the
Yeah,
queen and was
I think
like,
I'd
yeah, you
more
want to meet
so
this
consider
bitch.
him like antagonistic
Yeah.
than villainous. Like, I don't think it's pure evil.
No, it's a Cheshire Cat, so he's probably just trying to pray his own sick prank.
Yeah,
His own
exactly.
sick prank, you know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
She says she's trying to find the rabbit, or she says she's done trying to find the rabbit and she just wants to go home. And he tells her about the queen, says she must meet her, and he gives her a shortcut to the castle through a tree. And we see a few playing cards painting the roses red and singing a catchy little tune about it. The queen makes her arrival, and the playing cards become frantic as they all bow for her impending presence. I like when the soldiers are commanded to halt and they do a countdown and it ends with the singular jack. That was really funny.
Yeah. That was a cute little part.
Our old friend the White Rabbit's here to introduce the queen and to a lesser extent the little tiny king. So it turns out my boy wasn't late at all. Like, the White Rabbit was fine this whole time.
Yeah.
He's freaking
His
out.
clock really was off.
You think it was actually? Do you think the Mad Hatter was actually right about that?
Or he was expected to be there like super early.
Right. The queen immediately gets pissed off about so help me, help me, guys. Help me figure this out.
What's up?
I'm very confused because her dialogue implied that she was pissed off that the roses were painted red.
Yes.
I thought it was supposed to be that she was mad that the last rose wasn't. And then I think the soldiers say something about like the roses are supposed to be red or something like that.
Yeah, they
No, dude,
accidentally
she's pissed
planted
because
white
the last
ones.
one wasn't painted all the way.
Yeah.
And that's how she figured out that it was painted.
Oh,
Because they were
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
just
'cause they
be
were-
red
No.
roses.
Yeah.
No.
They were supposed to be.
Or
yeah,
she
just-
didn't know. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm on the same page now because I was very confused by that. She demands the playing cards be beheaded, and Alice tries to stick up for them, which initially lands her in hot water here. She tries to explain she's trying to find her way home, but can't even get through her explanation as she's thrown into a game of croquet that's fully rigged for the queen.
Mm-hmm.
It's Alice's turn now, and she don't even get a fair shake. And when she even does, she's very clearly better than the queen. Like the way the cards are like all flattening out. Like she was hitting it through them, but they just like all like duck and dodge and flatten out and shit, screwing her over. And the Cheshire Cat is back now and gets Alice into some serious trouble by embarrassing the queen and making her angry. She
Mhm.
almost decides that Alice must be beheaded until the king proposes a trial. Dun dun! They skip right past the verdict and straight to the sentence. The king really wanted to have some fun with his trial, though, guys, so he requests that perhaps they have some witnesses take the stand.
Yeah.
And the queen begrudgingly agrees, which none of these characters are witnesses to the crime.
None of them were there at all.
Yeah. So we get the March Hare first. He's got nothing. Our next witness is the cute little dormouse. He says, "Twinkle, twinkle, little bat." And the queen calls that the most important piece of evidence they've heard yet. Alice has had it up to here, but next to take the stand is the Mad Hatter. He explains how he spent his day celebrating his unbirthday, and it's pointed out to the queen that it's her unbirthday as well, so naturally we must celebrate. During the celebration, though, the Cheshire Cat returns again and chaos ensues, including the queen getting a face full of jam and getting bonked on the head with the gavel by the king. And of course, it gets pinned on Alice.
Yeah.
Luckily, the mushrooms that Alice saved earlier came back into play, and she turns into giant Alice again. She finally gets her chance to go off on the queen, calling her a fat tyrant. But as she's doing so, she shrinks back down to normal size, so there goes her advantage. Bro, if I was a giant like in that situation, I'm running out of that jailhouse, and anyone that gets stomped on like is a casualty that I don't fucking care about.
Yeah. No, honestly,
you
like,
all
why did she have to
fucking
pop off on her like that?
Yeah, and then she just immediately or not immediately, but like literally within like 15-20 seconds, and the queen's actually cowering.
Mm-hmm.
at
She's
this
scared.
point. Yeah,
Bully.
unfortunately turns
Mhm.
back to normal size.
The queen orders the soldiers to behead Alice, and the chase is on. Alice ends up running back to where she came from and bumping into every wild fool she met along the way again before reaching the talking doorknob. She says she must get out. The doorknob shows her that she's already out of there because she sees her sleeping body resting against a tree in the park again. And she's like starting to be like, wake up, wake up. As the queen and company are hot on her trail. So Alice successfully is able to wake up, and her sister says it's time for tea, and that's literally it.
Yep.
It was
She was
whoa.
astral projecting the whole time.
It was like,
It
whoa,
really
we were
was a
just
fever
like
dream.
Yeah.
getting into something exciting, and then it's just over. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
like, we didn't even get much there. It was like,
It was
bang,
like,
bang,
oh.
bang, 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 over. Within like 90 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, that was hasty.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what more I wanted, but it was very hastily
After
wrapped
all
up.
that, after so much, and there's just nothing.
So much of what?
Everything? Nonsense?
Yeah. And it gave you nonsense as an ending,
It gave me nothing as an ending.
which is nonsense.
True. I'll give you that.
No, it was very trippy, and I think that's that's also probably like a polarizing thing too. Like, I'm sure some people feel it fits the vibe of the film. I can see that perspective. I think I just also like it just felt like all that excitement was like, oh shit, over. You know, like I was like, I kind of wanted more of like the climax there, because I get like the whole section with the queen is like technically the climax.
Well, you got the climax. You didn't get a resolution. You just got the ending.
Yeah, and that's something I'm going to get into in my report card as it's time, ladies and gents.
All right.
Report card. What's after this?
After
The
this is
pimp?
Pimp of the Week.
Pimp of the week.
Yeah. So stick around, listeners, my fellow Disnessmen, Disnesswomen, and Disness people.
We're going to kick off our report cards with animation.
Kaylee,
God.
ladies first.
I always do them out of order. Okay, well, I give the animation an A+. I love, which is how I spelled it, the incredible attention to detail. The animation was easily my favorite part of the entire movie. All the colors that ever existed were in this, and everything from the nature to the bugs and animals and all the characters were so unique and very, very pleasant to look at. The caterpillar scene with his colorful smoke enchanted me as a child and still does today. I don't know why. And then, I mean...
Because it is enchanting.
Shit, that's probably why I smoke now. I saw him hitting that hookah. I was like, yeah,
That's why Kaylee goes to the hookah bar
Right.
every night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they know me there. They saved me a table. I know that the animators had a lot of fun with this one, especially when it went from like the darker, more heavy tones of the books and then to balls to the wall. Let's go fucking crazy. And that they did.
They did. Smalltown. Animation.
I will also give the animation an A. Thought it was very pretty. You know, I mean, I'm not going to say anything that Kaylee's not saying, and I don't have the words that she does.
I think that's just the case for
Attention
both of
detail.
us because Kaylee is an artist.
Yeah. I don't. I liked the way it looked, though.
Yeah. Period.
It was, yeah. You're going to like the way Alice in Wonderland looks. What is that? Men's Warehouse?
Men's Warehouse.
You're going to like the way it looks.
You're going to like the way you look.
Or you look.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Have you seen that guy
That was
on
confusion.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Instagram who goes into businesses and like shouts their fucking slogan?
Oh, that's very funny.
I want him to do that at Men's Warehouse next. That would be very funny. Everyone else has embraced it. Like, you went into Pizza Hut. He went into Pizza. He went into Pizza Hut. He's
The
like,
booming
no one
business.
outbeats the Hut. And one of the cooks is like, you know what? Hell yeah. And daps him up. But then he was at KFC. And he takes a bite. He goes, it's finger licking good. And within seconds, a guy's over there, get out.
He did one at like a
Everyone's
hardware
clowning
store,
KFC.
right?
Yeah, he did it. He's done it at
And that was like the best one.
He's done it at O'Reilly.
of hardware.
Yeah, he's done it at O'Reilly and I think maybe Ace too. But yeah, he's done it at a couple hardware
And one of the
stores.
coworkers went like crazy with him.
I think it
Yeah.
was O'Reilly, I want to say, but I could
Okay.
be wrong about that.
I
Or he
don't
did
remember.
AutoZone. Get in the zone! AutoZone!
Yeah.
That's funny, bro.
Nate, our guest, what do you give the animation a letter grade?
So I'm not gonna lie. At first, I gave it a B. I gave it a B because I was impressed with the animation. The animation for the time the movie was made, I was extremely impressed. But it's obviously like if obviously looking at everything now, it's not the best animation I've seen. But I did change my mind, and I'm gonna bump it up to an A.
You're gonna base it more off what it was for the time period than
Yes.
comparing it to anything
Yeah,
else.
then
I think that's
comparing
fair.
it to new
Yeah, because I feel like
stuff,
also it's hand drawn versus all the
Yeah.
stuff now is
And it's not-
CGI. and
it's not a fair
everything.
comparison. So I'm gonna give it an A. I'm
Mhm.
gonna bump up my score. So
Yeah, you better.
I give the
Wow.
animation. I echo Kaylee's A+ there. Holy shit, this is one of the brightest, most colorful, and easily the trippiest Disney animated film ever.
Mm-hmm.
And at every turn, it just looks spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many little details in it, just about every frame throughout
Yes.
it. Like I would pause the movie while I'm doing the rundown, and I'm like, dude, look at all the fucking little.
There's so much
details
happening,
here.
but
Yeah.
it all works so well and
And that makes this
cohesively.
worth like multiple rewatches just to appreciate all the effort put into this.
Yeah.
It's vibrant and pretty, but also eerie and dark at times.
Mm-hmm.
The character designs are also some of the most recognizable in Disney history.
For sure.
The color palette's phenomenal. The film can certainly be more appreciated while tripping on psychedelics, but even from a sober viewer's perspective, like I was, my God, is it easy to just be in awe the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mesmerizing film visually, and you feel submerged in the world of Wonderland, too. This is a top 3 best animated Disney movie, in my opinion. Shout out to the great Mary Blair, who worked for Disney for years as an artist and had so much to do with why this looks so great. Look more into her. She's an unsung hero.
I kind of feel like she might have been the one that originally wanted to do it. That like her and Roy were like, hey, well,
Maybe.
it was definitely Mary. I just
She
can't
was
remember if that was
very
the same last
influential.
name.
Marianne?
Marianne.
Because her name's Mary Blair, but
Hold on.
is her middle name Mary?
Oh.
Is her middle name Anne? Because that would explain like maybe like that's like supposed to be a little Easter egg, I guess.
Oh, we'll get it.
While Kaylee's looking that up, I'll let Smalltown kick us off with characters. His letter grade for characters.
I'm gonna give these characters a pretty solid and assertive F.
Oh my
Ooh.
God. I kind of saw that coming.
Yeah. No, they fucking annoyed the shit out of me. Every single one of them
Yeah,
annoyed me. It was
I
all
kinda figured.
nonsense. They're like,
Because that's where I was at to start the film, Smalltown. But you know me, like I can like make you're always gonna look at it in a way of like pure enjoyment from your pure enjoyment from your point of view and your point of view only. And I respect the hell out of that. And then I was able to like separate it and be like, no, this is intentionally nonsense. So I'm not going to judge the characters the way I normally would judge a character in a film. But I'll give you the floor back.
yeah. What was the cat's name? Not the Cheshire cat.
Not
Dinah?
Oh, Dinah.
Favorite character of the movie.
Me too.
That's
Is that foreshadowing?
yeah.
No way. Okay, I just have to. It is Mary. It's Mary Pickford, who is actually Gladys Louise Smith or Gladys Marie Smith, known professionally as Mary Pickford.
What are we fucking talking about right now? Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, I knew they were going to
Wait.
see that.
Slow it down and backtrack for me because I'm very confused.
This is the Mary that was encouraging Walt to.
Oh, we're going. That's what
Make
we're talking.
this
Okay,
movie.
I gotcha. And was her name Marianne then?
No,
Okay.
I just said three of the names she went by, and none of it had Anne.
Damn.
But she was a pioneer in the American film industry. One of the most popular actresses of the silent film era.
Oh,
She
gotcha.
became Hollywood's first millionaire by 1916.
Wow, a woman became the Hollywood's first millionaire? That's
Mhm.
fucking awesome.
She was known as Queen of the Movies.
Well, we know who to hype up next Women's History Month.
Yeah, literally.
Which month is Women's History
Who
Month?
gives a
All of
fuck?
them.
Pretty sure it's already passed. Actually, I don't know. Don't take my word for
The
that.
complete
Don't-
opposite
don't hard-
answers. Well, they don't know when we're recording this.
Oh, true.
It comes out a little later.
Fair enough. I might be safe. I don't know.
This'll be out not too long after.
Well, I don't
this
know
recording.
when Women's
Women's History Month is.
when Women's History Month is.
I feel like is it not March?
Because I feel like it follows Black History Month.
Yeah, I know what I was gonna say. I know it's not February. It's already taken.
Definitely. That'd be fucked up if the women tried to take that from black
It
people.
would be.
Man. Is Kaylee looking? Are you looking?
I'm trying. It's not loading.
Okay.
There
It
it goes.
also wouldn't be fair for black women to get 2 months
It is
straight.
March.
Is it March?
Yeah.
So it has already passed.
It has. Good job. You're safe.
Was
I'm
it March?
Safe. Yeah, I has already passed. So I'm safe.
Yeah.
God.
There you go. Well, this isn't gonna air next March.
True.
That's so funny because there have been episodes that were recorded a year in advance.
Yeah.
We're pretty well caught up now, though.
For sure.
Kaylee, though, characters.
Oh.
Your letter grade.
I put my phone away. Hold on. I give characters a B minus. Lots nicer than Smalltown, but I said they were all kind of dicks, but some of them were cool. Alice was just a young kid that ended up in an insane dream world and didn't know what the fuck was going on. Overall, she handled that shit pretty well, considering. She only broke down one time.
This is true.
I'd
I
be-
broke down immediately, but I also wouldn't have chased after the rabbit.
When she almost
True.
drowned the doorknob.
Okay, that's fair.
This is true.
Literally everybody else, though, was pretty fucked up. The Mad Hatter and the Hare were at least funny. And I liked the Cheshire Cat because he was more mischievous than Dickie, but then he was also kind of the reason why Alice almost got killed. So R.I.P. the baby oysters.
Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. the baby oysters, bro.
I'm pouring
Oh,
out for
shit.
dead homies later.
That shit makes me say, yeah, let's pour out. How many baby oysters were there? Like fucking 15. Let's pour out 15 hams that I have in the fridge.
What the fuck?
That's the best
Yeah,
place
let's do
for him
it.
to go. Is just fucking on the ground.
Hams? Fuck you.
So
Small Town doesn't like a good craft beer, Nate.
good craft beer.
Ham's good craft beer.
Hams. the
Didn't think
beer
those words
refreshing.
would go together.
Jordan literally got it on draft last night.
I did get it on draft last night, and I was really excited.
Yeah, he was pumped.
It made me
He got
so
a big
happy.
one.
Shout out Pizza Bar. I did get it.
When it's ice cold, it is kind of refreshing.
I did. When we went to NASCAR, I had Kaylee try it. I was like, tell me this isn't refreshing. It was like ice cold out the fucking cooler.
It ain't a Busch Light, and so don't even fucking get me started on refresh.
Well, it's not a light beer, you fucking pussy.
Doesn't matter if you drink 20 of them.
True.
This is a fair point.
Yeah, there was a conversation on the Cars episode that lasts like 10 minutes where we're trying to figure out how to equate ABV in different beverages.
Oh yeah. I had that. I literally was thinking about that within the last week. I thought about that
That
conversation.
specific conversation.
That's
to
so
God.
funny.
That's hilarious. In what context? Were you just thinking about
I don't
ABV
even remember.
again?
I think I was just drinking and I was thinking about the alcohol content or something. I don't know. And I started like doing the math in my head, and like when we did that, none of us could figure out how the math actually worked. We had to like Google it or something. And then
Yes.
when I was sitting thinking about it, I like figured out how the math works. And if you asked me right now how it works, I wouldn't be able to tell you because I
Right.
forgot.
Yeah.
But I remember being like, oh, well, that makes sense. And now I'm like, how? How did I do that?
It's like how I've looked up multiple times the difference between soda water and tonic water, and I still couldn't tell you.
There's a definite taste difference between.
Is there
tonic.
Is it something with the bubbles or the carbonation or something?
They both have carbonation.
Yeah.
A tonic has to be something.
No, I know they're both carbonated, but I feel like one has a different carbonation process,
One's-
maybe, or something.
Tonic water and one sparkling.
That
What's the difference?
Tonic
I just
has
told
to be
you.
something.
But it has to be, yeah. But like, that's not enough. I need more
I know, I
explanation.
know.
One works
I don't know
better
the
with
difference.
gin.
Is tonic more medicinal because, like, like tonics is like a,
Probably.
I don't know. While Nate's giving his letter grade for characters, I'm gonna be looking that up. Kaylee, you are
Okay.
done, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I gave the characters a B plus, and the reason I did that was because, so obviously when you're watching the movie, you have to take into account the movie is meant to be nonsense. It's meant to be stupid, not make sense whatsoever. Is that kind of annoying? Sure, can be, but I think for what they were trying to imply or emulate, that's a better word, emulate with the movie, I think the characters did a good job of doing that. for their roles.
Mm-hmm.
What they were trying to portray.
Yes, portray. That's okay. That's what I was looking for.
I feel like emulate's pretty close.
Emulate is pretty.
No,
close.
it has a slightly different definition. That means like you're trying to make a version of something. I feel like.
Okay.
Like if I was like making like a movie that or writing a book in the same spirit of like Willy Wonka, but it's not Willy Wonka. I'm trying to emulate the spirit of Willy Wonka.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry,
Portray is
mansplaining.
better.
Jordan
Mansplaining
loves
on the Disness.
mansplaining.
This is like one of the number one mansplaining podcasts.
Tune in, folks, for more mansplaining.
Torture.
We hate Nazis, we hate cancer, and we love mansplaining. I give the characters an A.
What the fuck?
Not quite an A+, and I'll get there why. One, they're simply iconic. There's not a lot of depth to these characters, Alice included, and that's okay because their personalities pop off the screen. And like Nate was saying, like this is supposed to be nonsensical.
Mm-hmm.
In the context of what this is supposed to be, they are all great characters because they're all memorable in their own ways and they all feel larger than life.
Why are they all mean?
Because they're fucking insane. Alice is merely the vessel here, taking the viewer through Wonderland, as she just works super well in that regard. And while it's not a major focus, and I do feel like they slightly dropped the ball with Alice learning a true lesson, I do think seeing her spiral into figuring out the nonsense world she envisioned isn't all it cracked up to be is communicated pretty well. I do wish that was more of a point. Like, I'm not saying we had to be beat over the head with it, but even like something when she gets back to like the real world and like talking with her sister or something like that. I feel like we could have been given something there.
Yeah.
To like, this is Disney after all, just to give something that's a takeaway from this more than just that was insane, And I'll get more into that here in a little bit. But the Queen's a great villain. She's manic, self-absorbed, and murderous with no redeemable qualities. That's a fucking villain.
Yeah, she is a good villain.
I also enjoy the dynamic with the Tiny King as well.
Yes.
With her and the Tiny King.
Mm-hmm.
Other highlights to me are how hilarious the Cheshire Cat and even more so the Mad Hatter and the March Hare are. They all legit had me cracking up. Another element I really loved was that on and off switch every character seems to have, where 1 minute they could be really nice and even somewhat grounded, and the next they're, purely mad. Like, I really enjoy that. It just adds to, like, the manic...
They really displayed...
nightmare energy of this
bipolar.
world. What's up?
Well.
Yeah, no, basically, yeah. Every character fits the vibe of this world to a T. Even the ones we get in small doses are entertaining, like the Tweedles and the Caterpillar. And I love my boy Bill. R.I.P. Bill.
Rest in peace.
Bill looks exactly like the lizard from Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Okay.
Which I think is also present in The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad as well. Or like there's multiple lizards. It's been a while since I've seen that one. But the lizard that Kaylee drew, that's voiced by Jim Cummings.
Yes.
That drawing is on our Instagram page at Disness Podcast. If you find the post where we met Jim Cummings, you just slide through it. But yeah, that lizard that Jim Cummings voices in Rescue Rangers, that reminded me a lot of Bill too. Let's get into story, our final letter grade here on our report cards. Miss Foot, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I give this story a B-. Like we've said over and over, it's just a bunch of nonsense, but it was fun and trippy as fuck. This is a great movie to watch on shrooms. It's I literally put it's just a bunch of nonsense again. And
yes, it is.
And random things happening. I didn't fully understand why everyone was so mean and icky, and that kind of put a damper on it for me. I also did not remember it being so negative most of the time, with like just some hijinks and silliness spread throughout, And then I also had mentioned like that the ending was so super abrupt.
Yeah, is the live action one
it's honestly, I would say the live action one's almost a little more darker.
Yeah, but is it as mean spirited?
No, honestly, and I was talking to Smalltown about this while on our break, but we got to talking, and I know we're not there yet, but Pimp of the Week, there wasn't really a pimp.
Like
Like a
me
for
and
sure
Kaylee had a
pimp.
long conversation about this
Yeah.
earlier today. I was like,
Yeah.
man,
Like
yeah, this is
nobody
tough.
was like really like helping her out.
I like how
fully
this
or
is your
loyal.
first time on the show, and you already understand the pimp criteria well enough to know that there really was not
No.
a pimp in this movie.
No, there really-
Like,
still have one.
Yeah, right. Because
Yeah.
we have to.
You know, there really wasn't one.
No.
Kaylee, what else did you have to say there, though?
but it was still entertaining and enjoyable overall, and pretty funny and gorgeous to look at, especially for the funny part, the unbirthday scene. And then I really also liked the flowers. I should have put that in the animation, but I really liked the flowers, minus them being bitchy bullies, but how diverse and all the different types and stuff.
Hell yeah. Or that would have more so even fit in characters too. than
True.
animation. Yeah. But
Just
there
throw it
ain't
in
nothing
the
wrong
story.
with tacking something on that you forgot to say.
Yeah.
Smalltown, what do you give the story a letter grade?
F.
Yeah, I totally saw that coming.
Fucking so much shit happens and nothing happens at the
At the
exact
same
same
time.
time.
Yeah.
This shit pissed me off the entire movie. I honestly, this was one I was expecting to go into with kind of some low hopes and then be like pleasantly surprised because it's such a big movie. Everybody knows Alice in Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it. I was like, this was fucking ass.
You're gonna like the live actions.
I'll fucking watch. I guess I have to watch the live actions because they're Disney as well.
Yes.
I'll fucking watch them. But this shit sucked. I was so frustrated. Like, I can't do the nonsense shit. That is not my genre of movie, unless it's Family Guy. But even Family Guy has like a story. There was no story here. There was there was no resolution to this
Mhm.
story at all. She woke the fuck up. It didn't even happen. The whole movie didn't even fucking happen. Fuck. This should make me so mad.
Not a big shocker.
I love watching a
Oh,
movie
man.
and realizing about at whatever point I realize it, just Smalltown's going to hate this.
Yeah.
I
I
do
would be
love that
thinking,
you
I know
acknowledge
he's mad right now.
I do love that you acknowledge the animation still, nonetheless.
Yeah.
So wait, I'm skipping ahead. Sorry, my guest.
Bruh.
Sorry, our guest.
Sorry, my
alright.
guest.
Yeah, just my guest. He's not your guest.
Okay.
No,
No worries.
Nate, my bad. I
Selfish
fell into
much?
Nah,
You
no,
know,
you're good,
default
you're
mode.
good, you're good. I low
Story.
key. I've changed my answer already. I'm gonna change it again because you guys, you know, like what you guys have said has also like made more sense to me. So like I at first had it a B, and I put it a B because I was like, well, it's nonsense, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, but you know what? There really isn't there's really not a story in this one, So then I changed it. Sorry. There really wasn't a story in this one, so I changed it to a C minus. But I'm probably going to change it again to a D because
Damn.
Oh, I
at the
think
end
you
of the-
need to hear me out.
at the end of the day, like there's no like concrete story. Like yes, there is just a little bit of character development in regards to Alice, not necessarily anyone else. But other than that, it's nothing. So,
Okay, well, hear me out. And I don't have like a strong argument, but like I do have an argument, I guess. I gave it a C plus, because it is a tough one to grade. There's not really much of a story here, and it's more so like a series of events. So I'm not going to go high or low on it, as I don't feel like it's fair to, for me personally, rate it super low considering what this film inherently is. Like nonsense. It's not a linear plot
right.
here. But the loose story we do get is at least a ton of fun, and it's basically just at the end of the day, Alice following the rabbit before eventually trying to find her way home.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple, but it works really well in terms of giving us a peek at every weird corner of Wonderland.
Right.
Judging this from a story perspective is kind of like judging a fish on how well it can climb a tree, because there's not, it's not judged on the same way.
That's fair.
You can't compare a fish to a squirrel, if that makes sense. The film operates purely on dream logic, and that's why it feels so disjointed. That's the whole point, and they nail it, as this could have easily become a mess, and it doesn't. Like, we go from character to character, location to location, and it all feels like it flows really well. Like this all naturally progresses to the climax, I feel like. Which is hard to achieve when it's like, how do you make, when everything is crazy and insane, how do you make it to where it feels like it ramps up every single time? And I think they do that. Like every single step of the way, it's ramping up.
Okay.
Climax, you know?
Yeah. I'll give it that.
So it's not a traditional story. So this is one of the hardest, probably the hardest grade I've ever had to give out.
Yeah.
In the history of the 80 whatever episodes we've done of this show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm going to go C+, because I think from my perspective, I think that's the most fair.
That's fair. I don't hate that.
So I went the highest. I'm shocked.
But you win what?
B minus?
Yeah, B minus, yeah.
You were the highest.
I just wanted to go smack dab. I guess smack dab in the middle would technically be a straight up C, but I give it a little more
I was
credit
leaning
than that.
more towards C+, but I was, also trying to acknowledge the fact that it's supposed to be nonsense.
Right. And,
but it is hard to put into words the good things.
I don't think that really impacts my overall rating of this too much, because it's different. It's way different than any other story we've judged on this show. And that transitions us perfectly into our last and overall thing on our report card, our overall rating, Kaylee.
I'm excited because I took the easy one this time.
Oh no, I hope you didn't take the one I got.
I give it, funny you said this earlier, 12 out of 15 baby oysters that were brutally eaten alive.
That's crazy because I said 15.
Yeah.
Did you count them? Were there 15?
No.
Okay.
I just picked that number.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. This definitely isn't one of my favorites, but it is still a classic, and the animation alone saves it a lot for me. The music was actually pretty cute, too. We didn't do a music category because this was not enough to be a musical.
Right.
But they did have a lot of original music written for the movie, and it was not, I didn't hate it, especially the flower song.
Yeah.
It did add to the vibes really well, though.
I didn't feel like there was enough like full songs throughout this.
Yeah, no.
To give it, there was probably 3 like full songs, and everything else is just kind of little tunes and stuff.
A little
like
bit.
the Painting the Roses Red, and when the rabbits sing about I'm late, you know, like yeah.
It's definitely got some iconic characters and quite funny moments that outweigh for me the meanness of the majority of the characters. I gave it an 80%, so that's a B minus, but it falls pretty middle of the pack for me. I don't absolutely love it, but I don't hate it at all. I really, really want to watch it again on mushrooms.
Yeah.
I think I would like it a hell of a lot more.
That would probably give anyone a deeper appreciation for it. But also, there's the mean-spirited aspect of it, too, that I feel
it's so mean-spirited.
But
whenever you're on shrooms, it's really hard to be.
I don't know. When I'm on shrooms, I focus on that kind of stuff, and it can impact my whole mood. So I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't like it as much on shrooms. There was one night we were hanging out with Floyd where we watched 4 Disney movies. We watched like Robin Hood and WALL-E and I think like maybe Oliver and
Fox
Company.
and the Hound?
Fox and the Hound, maybe. I don't remember, but all the movies we watched that night, like I don't know, like the more lighthearted shit.
Yeah.
I feel like I would.
Well, no,
actually
Fox and
enjoy
the Hound
a lot
gets
more.
deep as
No,
fuck.
I don't
Maybe
think
we
we.
didn't.
I don't think we
watched that
Fox and
one.
the Hound. But like Robin Hood is so lighthearted and just fun and silly, and like that was a good one for me.
Oliver and Company
on
is a good
shrooms.
one.
Yeah, facts. I can't remember the other two. We'll have to think on that for a second. But I know for a fact it was Robin Hood. Robin Hood and WALL-E were in there while we're thinking on that. Smalltown, what is your overall rating for this film?
13 out of 52 cards in the deck.
Damn.
Wow.
And almost every one of those cards is in there because of the animation, and that's it. I did not like this movie at all.
Damn.
Thinking it's not really meant for 29-year-old men.
Yeah, especially when you're I'm assuming you were sober when you watched this.
Yes, I was sober. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think
I'd do
you
it.
were on a psychedelic? Like if you took some acid or took some
I
mushrooms?
don't know because I've never.
You've never
taken-
tripped on acid, right?
No, I've taken shrooms one time.
Right.
And I'm too fucking neurotic after that shit. It worries me too much to take it because I'm so fucked up already.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't know, fucking watching this shit on like, I don't know, doing like some fucking blow or something would be kind of nuts. I think too.
Yeah, that's
That's
just be
true.
fucking geeked out.
No, I did not like.
I think
this
you'd like
shit.
it for a little bit and then start hating it even more.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
You'd be like
30
caught up in
minutes,
the
you'd be like,
visuals.
Fuck this.
Shit's stupid.
The other ones we watched, I remember now. I can't believe I forgot, but it was Emperor's New Groove, my
Oh,
all-time favorite, and Hercules was the other one we
Ah,
watched. Yeah,
yes.
which
I
we talked
remember- I
about.
could remember the like glowing colors
Yes.
from that movie.
Which, funny enough, besides Wall-E, we've talked about all of those on this show, so you can go back and listen to those
oh my
episodes.
God, I'm excited to talk about Wall-E.
Me too. That's
Is
a
the
damn good
live
one.
action Hercules count as a Disney movie? The one with
No.
The Rock?
No, it's not a Disney property
Okay.
because Disney doesn't own Hercules. That's just public domain.
Mhm.
Oh,
So they
okay.
made their own version of it. Yeah.
Any story or whatever that's over
I
100
was about to
years
say, that
old
movie
is
was pretty
public
good.
domain.
So if you have all the same.
So Alice in Wonderland is currently public domain. Then
Yes.
we need to make our own.
That's why there's been so many.
Well, I guess that's also I looked into like video games and stuff.
The books were written in like
1865,
1800s.
1871.
It's also weird. It's not 100 years. It's like 92 years. When
Yeah,
looked
we
it up,
looked
it was
that
some
up
weird shit.
Before too.
Yeah.
And there's weird like different exceptions
Yeah.
and
It's
stuff.
like anything after like 1906 is all public domain. But then after that, it's like once it's 92 years old, it's like the weirdest. Like just round that bitch up to 100. You know?
Yeah.
I'm also not going to get like too in depth in this because I don't know the half of it, so I don't want to sound like a fucking idiot. But I think also a lot of that stuff, or not a lot meant necessarily, but I think some of that stuff also plays into like copyrights and trademarks and how well those were maintained or kept up, and how much they still stand. Because a lot of the times like that shit got like lost in translation or
Does that shit
whatever, however you wanna say. Yeah, I mean copyrights expire. I'm pretty sure trademarks expire. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you have to renew that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, because then like I know that because of pro wrestling.
Mhm.
Because like if WWE lets a trademark lapse, then a wrestler that like had that like I think there's like a Trent Beretta as a wrestler. I think like he was a very lower level wrestler in WWE. And I think they just didn't keep up with that trademark. So after he left WWE it took him several years, but after they didn't renew that trademark, he just now goes by Trent Beretta again. So I think that's how that shit can work sometimes.
Okay.
Right.
Did you have anything else you wanted to add, Smalltown?
No.
Yeah, I think you're crystal clear.
Mm-hmm.
Nate, what do you give your
All
overall rating of
right.
the film?
I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10 teacups.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm doing that because I think I'm still going with my grades, and I think the animation and the characters really carried the overall film to a larger success.
I agree.
At least this film in particular. We're just talking about this one. But I just think the story just like for what it was it good and did it do what it needed to do? Yes, but I think for a story you need a resolution, and not having one really took a hit for me.
Yeah.
In my grade for that.
Because I've seen a lot of like crazy, trippy, out there, non-linear films in my time. Like, I know you haven't seen this, Nate, but for Kaylee and for other listeners, like I think of like an Hour of the Wolf.
Okay.
That's a really fucking whacked out, weird, psychedelic fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, in its weird, dreamlike, nightmarish, like honestly, logic, still has like a resolution.
Yes.
It's not a lesson, but like a resolution to take out
A
from it.
conclusion
And-
or something.
Yes.
And when as far as I remember,
Conclusion is better
people
way.
who are professional in English and writing and whatever, please feel free to correct me if you feel the need. But as from what I remember, like most stories, like to complete a story, you need a resolution. And
Yeah, I think conclusion is
or
what Kaylee was saying is a better way.
That's a better
Because resolution implies like they resolved an issue. Conclusion is just like wrapping it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Conclusion.
Okay.
Conclusion
Then
is way better word for that.
I'm
Not
the writer.
having a conclusion, just it didn't do,
And it was right there.
and it was.
All it took was
Yeah.
Alice like realizing like, no, I actually can. Honestly, like all it would have taken for me was to just be like, as they're walking away to get their spot of tea, like Alice shows interest actually in like that book she was reading or something like that, just to like she wants to come back to reality. She saw what she thought she wanted, and now she realizes she appreciates reality
right
a lot more. I think that should have been communicated.
Yeah. But instead, she just talked more nonsense, and their sister basically gave up and was like, "Yeah, it's time for tea."
Yeah. So I think that's why it for me it gets 7.5 out of 10 teacups.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying Alice
that's
had to
valid.
have this big come to Jesus moment where she comes back and like, her and her sister have like a long in-depth. I didn't need anything like that,
Right.
But yeah, like you said, she's just still speaking nonsense,
Yeah.
and the sister's like, "All right, it's tea time," and that's fucking it.
Finn.
So I gave it a similar one to Smalltown, but it's not similar enough for me to want to change it. I gave it 85 out of 100 card soldiers. Where this lacks in a through-line story, it makes up for with just being a trippy and fun ride. It's wildly off-kilter and unlike any other Disney film throughout history. And that's what makes it stand out in such a memorable way. It's extremely engaging. The characters pop in and out and locations change at a rapid but well-timed pace. And my biggest gripes would be the lack of a clear lesson or conclusion, I guess you could say, as we've been talking about, when that was very much set into place. And then the ending feeling extremely hasty, just as it feels like it's peaking. But overall, those are somewhat minor criticisms for me. The songs are also all either entertaining or inoffensive and never feel intrusive. I really appreciate that they're largely kept to a minimum.
Yeah.
I just really had a great time watching this, and I think it's earned its legendary reputation.
Period.
That's where I'm at.
Hell yeah.
In Smalltown, completely different.
Literally.
So this probably ranks more towards like the when we're talking about like the Disney, not just every movie we've talked about on the show, but when we're talking about like the Disney animated theatrical releases, like would you say that this is probably on the same level or like around the same level for you as like Peter Pan and the Hunchback of Notre Dame? Like if you're doing a full ranking of the Disney animated history.
The Hunchback and this are right. They're neck and neck for the worst fucking things I've seen.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Because I think the
Wow.
Hunchback of Notre Dame is a piece of art.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think the same could be said for this.
Yeah, in its own
I don't
way.
remember why I didn't like Peter Pan.
It was because Peter Pan was a fucking dick.
Man.
That was and you didn't like Captain Hook either. So there was those are the two biggest characters in the whole fucking thing besides Wendy. And you did like Wendy, but that wasn't enough to save it.
Yeah, because he also. Well, never mind.
What? He hates women?
Yeah.
You don't?
We need small town
No.
history
Oh,
month.
Shocker, right?
Honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
Before we get into Pimp of the Week, I do want to say so tonic water is a sweetened bitter mix containing quinine,
I almost thought you said
Q-
satanic.
QININE.
Close.
It's often used with gin. That's like obviously we know that. That's Smalltown's one of his
G&T.
favorite mixed drinks.
Mm.
Used to be. I haven't had one in fucking
Really?
years. Yeah.
Have you ever tried aviation gin?
Nope.
We have some of it. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, you
It's
can take
really
a good, your classic 4 shots before you leave.
Club soda is calorie-free carbonated water enhanced with minerals.
Yeah, it's mineral water. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where the difference is. So
And
tonic
I
water
swear I
is
said that. We were talking about that earlier.
And you probably
And
did.
I said, we were talking
You
about
just-
what's the
she just wants
difference.
to be right again.
Oh my.
Women always had to be right.
Gaslighting me. We were talking about this in the car or something, and you were like, what's the difference? And I said, I think sugar.
Yeah, you were right. Yeah, that's true. Yes. And so
It's not just sugar though. It's that super bitter. Like they made the
Yes.
drink to make that I don't know if it's also mineral, taste better. I looked it up.
No, it literally says, the Google AI literally says tonic is for flavor, club soda is for fizz.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
There you go.
They both taste like shit.
And
On
Google AI
their
is
own,
always
yeah.
right.
I love soda water.
Actually, soda water's
Do you
not
drink
bad.
LaCroix?
It's okay. LaCroix is kind of dog shit. The
Okay,
flavors
period.
are dog shit. I
Yeah.
like just straight up fucking soda water. I
Like,
like a lime soda water
Liquid
too.
Death
yeah.
is cool. Like depending on the
lime one's
flavor.
dog shit.
Yeah, you
But
didn't like that
Any
shit.
other like, all that shit tastes like.
I
fucking
will say,
dope.
I do think
with
that
alcohol, it's okay.
soda water isn't bad. Kaylee the other day accidentally filled up her water bottle with soda water at
Yeah.
work without
I
realizing
filled
it.
it at Summit.
And I took a fucking big swig of that. I was like, Kaylee, that's not water.
I was like, what?
But then I'm
What are
like, but
you
that
talking
also
about? It
wasn't
was not.
bad.
Yeah, it's good. It's refreshing as fuck.
Yeah. No, it still gave me that, like, it gave me that refreshment that I was looking for with
Give me
that
some water.
chug of water. So I was like, all right, I'm honestly
Maybe
not too
that's
mad
what
about
you
that.
need to start drinking when
Topo
you start
Chico,
to
man.
start dialing back on the dark soda
It's just soda
Hey,
water.
next
Yeah,
time,
'cause you
next
get the
time
bite
you go
of
to
the
Quick Trip,
carbonation.
it's
Try
a
Topo
glass
Chico.
bottle. Yeah, lime.
green,
Topo
isn't it?
Chico. Yeah,
I know-
but the regular one is also green. So you gotta look for the one that says twisted lime. on
Right.
it.
I know that it's very
Ah.
beloved.
Fire.
Like-
Hey, nothing better. Or a hint
But-
of lime.
Yeah.
My grandpa he has a sparkling water or carbonated water thing where you put some
Yeah, I've heard of
and
these. You
it
can put the
turns
flavor
soda
in
and
it.
it
Soda
flavors-
stream.
It's just,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Soda Stream.
Yeah, and so I mean, like if you probably like. I mean, if you like soda,
Love soda.
like that way you could drink water, but it could taste like soda.
That'd be cool. I need that fucking carbonation, man.
It is
Yeah.
carbonated.
That's what it does.
Okay,
It
it
carbonates
carbonates
it.
it.
Yeah, it's
Carbonates it,
carbonated
okay.
water. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I need that fucking kick in my goddamn fucking throat. My
Something
friend.
else to give
Kind
that
of
to
fruity.
Yeah, Smalltown.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You give me a good kick in my
Pew,
throat.
pew, pew, pew.
That's true.
My friend Eric has been fermenting his own soda. And actually,
That's
our
scary.
bosses at our job that'll remain nameless, Nate, we were talking about the other night. You were out there, I think, how they were making their own Sprite with pine needles.
Oh yeah, I've seen that shit.
When
There's
was
some,
this?
Appalachian motherfucker on TikTok.
At our
Yeah.
job that we will not mention on here.
Our job that we share with
Oh,
you.
yeah. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, no, I was like,
Maybe you weren't out there when we were all talking about
I
it.
don't think I was. I don't remember that.
You probably went back inside for another beer during
Probably
that.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know me. I gotta get my beer, man.
But Max was talking about how he said it tasted good, but he couldn't get past the fact that there were pine needles in it.
The fuck are there pine needles in?
They just left them in there, I think. I think you're supposed to remove
You ever heard
them.
of a strainer?
No. What's that? Let's get into our final segment here on the Disness. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Him on the Oh my god. Week. I was too busy focusing on my fucking voice crack to finish
Nobody
that out
noticed
with
but you until you
guys.
pointed it out.
Oh! All right. I would say let's say it all on 3, but since we have a guest, I want to give him the full guest experience. We can go around the table here, and I'm going to let guest go first.
Mine was a hard choice.
Is your pimp of the week?
I'm gonna say this first. My pimp of the week was almost the King of Hearts.
Kaylee?
That's mine.
Is it yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the reason why it was almost mine, and it was because he ironically ended up helping her out more than almost anybody else. Kept her alive.
Yep.
almost longer than
That's
anyone
literally what I
else.
The
said.
reason I can't give it to him is because it definitely wasn't intentional. He just
No.
wanted to feel important.
It wasn't, and that's why I gave it to the Cheshire Cat. Obviously,
Okay.
And the reason why I gave it to Cheshire Cat was because while yes, he was kind of egging some stuff on near the end, he did point her in the right direction multiple times, which he was pretty much the only person to do that, or the only
Person.
animal
Just
creature
being.
to do
Thing,
that.
yeah.
So, in my opinion, Pimp of the Week has got to go to Cheshire Cat.
So we know Kaylee. Do you want to give your reasoning?
Basically the same thing. I said there's no good options for real, and I'm only picking him because he tried to spare Alice and was one of the only nice-ish characters.
Now I think me and Smalltown can go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dinah. Majority
Dinah.
rules, bitches.
Dinah,
What are you talking about?
I can't give it to Dinah because Dinah didn't have barely any screen time.
I know, but in her limited screen time, she was the best character in this whole fucking thing.
How did
How is
how
that
did Dinah
majority
help?
rules?
That's not a full requirement, Nate. That's just one of the criteria points we look at.
Okay.
Also,
Right,
it's just,
but if it's one of the criteria points, if Dinah didn't have any in that criteria,
no, but what I'm getting at is that's just something we look at.
Oh, okay.
It's not necessarily a requirement.
This
Fair
is
enough.
also such a light pimp movie. That
Yeah.
It
we
is.
have to kind of fucking finagle some shit to like nuzzle one in there.
It was
Logan-
like,
Yeah, this is fair.
What was that one week we just gave it to Don Knotts? We didn't even give it to his.
Was it Gus?
I think it was Gus.
I think it was
we
Gus.
we didn't even give it to the character he played. We just gave it to Don
Mhm.
Knotts.
honestly, when I first saw Dodo, I almost wanted to put him as Pimp of the Week, just
Yeah.
because he looked like a pimp.
And he was funny.
But then he started being a dickhead.
I also
was like,
considered
you know
Bill.
what?
My guy
Bill.
Bill.
He did consider Bill.
There was also the one for Midnight Madness where we just gave it to the guy that was in the elevator that was like, "We going to the pool?" He had one line. He didn't even have a name.
Pimp of the Week should be those pencil birds that pointed her in the right direction in the
Ah.
forest.
Yeah, yeah. I also like how like all the birds in that scene were like actually showing like some that they had a sense of a soul because they were all
Yeah,
like
after she
crying
started bawling
with her. Yeah.
True.
But Kaylee, you asked a second ago, what are you talking about when I said majority rules?
Did you go to Dinah?
I chose Cheshire.
He chose Cheshire. You chose the king.
So you guys
Ah,
I said I almost chose the king, but I couldn't.
I
because he wasn't
see.
doing
And
it on
even if
purpose.
it would have been 2 versus 2, we're 2 dudes, you're 1 girl and a guy, so we automatically win.
Yeah, but I'm the guest, so my vote automatically gets a higher bump.
Can't even argue
Smalltown,
that.
did you know that the majority of our listeners are female?
I'm sure they are.
It's like 65% female,
sure.
55% male.
Smalltown, you're canceled.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd been canceled.
No, that's you know what it is. Our female listeners, they either fucking hate me or they love me.
That's true.
This is very
There
true.
is no in between.
No in between.
Now in between.
They listen for Kaylee.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like Kaylee time.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, yeah. Don't they like?
That's their Monday Night Football.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it that there? You saw a stat that there was like a spike in listeners for the first half, and then it drops off the second half.
That was for one episode, yeah.
No, that was for all of them.
No, that was for one particular episode. That
They
I
just
was
cared about
talking
Kaylee time.
We have fucking listeners all over the globe, small town.
Shout out!
Shout out
Shout
to
out
my
our
folks
Korean
from Poland.
listeners.
Shout
by the way.
out!
Dude, shout out Koreans.
Y'all
Shout
are
out
so
to my
smart
folks
in
from-
English.
Nah,
I'm
shout
gonna
out to my
assume-
folks from Poland, bro.
Yeah, I took
Yeah.
the walk to Poland.
That's right. Lil Yachty.
What's up?
I was gonna say they're all South Korean too. There ain't no way fucking
North
Yeah.
Koreans are
Kim
listening
Jong's letting them listen to this shit.
to the Disney.
No.
What if
Yeah.
Kim
Unless
Jong Un
he
is just
likes
a
it,
huge Disney
then we
fan?
would
Dude.
get gigantic.
He's like
Dude.
this small town guy.
It's
everybody.
possible.
He might like you.
He might.
He probably does.
This guy gets it.
Shout out our Canadian listeners too, by the way, because I know small town's definitely giving y'all some shit. So shout out y'all.
Listen, and here's the thing.
Our Spaniard listeners.
España? We got
Yeah.
in Spain?
Espanol?
Yes.
Ooh, España. It's like my favorite.
Our Brazilian listeners.
I found it.
The video of you guys on the that's hilarious.
I'm going to assume that if people listen to this show on a regular basis, they know I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I would hope
mostly.
no.
Mostly just kidding.
that's just joking. Small town.
Joketown.
Just a small joke town.
I don't like calling you Joketown because I feel like that implies that you're a
It's
joke.
just a small town, big joke. You know what I'm saying?
Small
Small
town,
town,
big
big
jokes.
jokes.
That's a shirt.
Yeah.
Small town, big jokes. Hell yeah, I like that. Or like I like that on a hat too. There's a lot of things I like on a hat more than I like on a shirt. You know, you feel me?
I don't feel you because I like my hats very simple.
That's fair. Also, we still need to release koozies for Small Town's catchphrase that he's popular for saying. Let a motherfucker drink.
Let a motherfucker drink.
Amen.
That's a hell of a Tuesday.
That's
Right?
Yeah.
We need some Disney.
Oh man, I
squeezies
had
out.
them.
Happy birthday, Zach. Is
Happy
still-
birthday,
Happy
Zach.
unbirthday,
Yep.
Zach.
Happy unbirthday, Zach.
Happy birthday, Zach.
Because it is his unbirthday
It
today.
is.
Damn, I can't believe it took us this long. Well, folks, this has been Alice in Wonderland. Thank y'all for joining us this week on the Disness. This is a fun ride here tonight.
Yeah, I hope you had fun, Nate.
Oh, you know what? I had a blast, and I'm glad I could join you guys for this.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you
we're
could
glad
too.
too.
And you'll be back again
Oh,
multiple
dude, and
many times.
I
Yeah.
can't wait for the next Alice in Wonderland because that's when the movies start to get really good.
Yeah, they
And
like
it's-
actually have a story.
Yeah, though they have a story and it's live action and it's
Johnny Depp.
just so much better. So
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Well, we'll have you back on very soon.
Fuck yeah.
We'll probably have you back on next season. So I'm excited
I'm
to have
excited
you on.
for that.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah.
This has been a fun time. I really appreciate you coming on,
Yeah, of
brother.
course, man. Thanks
You
for
were
having me,
great.
guys.
Next
course.
week here on the Disness, we're going to be talking about The Lion King 2,
Oh shit.
which is our first time talking about a direct-to-DVD sequel, I believe, here on the Disness.
Yeah.
And not too long from now, we'll be talking about The Fox and the Hound to finally get that off the table. Because
How long are we doing that?
that's been mean. The Fox and the Hound 2,
Uh-huh.
it's like 10 episodes from now. I actually have that slated for episode 99,
Okay.
right before 100.
99.
Because I feel like that movie, like, is just inherently like the Disness, because we've made fun of that movie like 50 times on this
Mhm.
show. So I'm excited. Now we're ramping things up. We're literally almost 10 episodes away from episode 100.
That's crazy.
That's a
fucking
big
insane.
milestone.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Congrats.
can't believe we're about. Thank you, brother. I can't
Yeah.
believe we're about to reach that, and that will be our season finale when we get there. But we're at mid-season right now. Call
are
it the
mid-season.
mid-season finale.
Mid-season.
I don't know. I don't think it's quite the mid-season finale. I think that would still technically be like
You're
2
right
weeks
about-
from now. But
About week 8, week 9.
no, yeah, I guess that. Okay, so there's 21 episodes in season 5, and we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at episode 10. So
Oh, yeah, so we really are.
because there's no definitive halfway point for being 21.
When we go on break of the next episode, that's mid-season.
mid-season. So make sure to join us next week as we go back to, is it called Pride? What's it called? Pride Rock?
Pride Lands?
The Pride Lands. What's Pride Rock? What is that from?
Wait, what are you talking about? The title
That's
of
not
the movie?
until June,
the Lion
baby.
King 2.
Simba's
You're
Pride?
fine. But what's Pride Rock?
It's the Pride Lands.
Yeah, it's the
Rock
Pride
is
Lands.
Just the rock. That's
Okay, that's just the rock that Simba sleeps on.
It's the one that he like walks out and
Yes.
roars in the morning or whatever the fuck
Okay.
he does.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's,
but it is called Simba's Pride.
Mm-hmm. The movie is called Simba's Pride.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. So be sure to join us next week. Be there or be square, my fellow Disnessmen, Disnesswomen, and Disness people. Be sure to come prepared with your tonic water. Until then, I've been Jordan Bass.
I've been Kaylee.
I've been Nate.
I'm still Smalltown.
And this is still the Disness and always will be, even if Disney sends us a cease and desist. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Thank you for your Disness.